turn down the music there a little bit. I was going deaf. All right, bring my microphone closer. We are good to go. I turn that down just a wee tad more. But yes, hello everybody. Welcome on in. We are getting ready to play some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. The code is already in the chat. It will be on the screen. It'll also be on the video game screen. And it's 3 areas as it should be. Hope everyone is having a lovely day today. Sorry if there was a little bit of an extra wait there. Ended up chiming in with my family for like a split second and grabbed another drink so that way we're hydrated during the duration of the stream. Started on time, which is fantastic. I'm very good about that today. Let's see if there's anything else to elaborate on. I will say this is going to be likely the only Mario Kart session we have in the month of October. So it will be going quite a few weeks without Mario Kart until like maybe early November. I do have special plans for a November Mario Kart stream. It'll be different from the norm, but it's gonna be like super cool. We're looking into really amping up the next one, so we're gonna take like a bit of a hiatus from it for the rest of this month. So this particular stream is gonna be the last like casual Mario Kart stream we do for a hot second. I'm gonna say that now, and then by the end of this month I change my mind and I throw in like one more, but we'll see. More than likely I'm gonna try to stick to my guns and we'll just save it for November. Other than that, not that this is like a big deal or anything, not a problem, it's normal. But a month ago was the subathon. We officially have gone a month since the subathon, and because of that, there were a lot of subs that came through, and people had like the ad reviewing, you know, emotes, all that kind of such. A lot of that kind of got chopped in half, which is perfectly fine, that's natural. But a lot of people who had the ability to not have ads and other such probably lost that access. We still got quite a few people who do have access to it. It's just like half my human population on my end who had the ability to dodge that no longer have the ability to dodge that, so that's fun. But otherwise we're good to go. I have like a little advertisement on the front of the stream. It's not going to stay there forever, but just kind of throwing out there, we have new emotes. One of them, in fact, is free. You don't even have to be a subscriber to use it. It is the Lurk emote. On the front cover, it doesn't show the Lurk, but if you go through the emotes and you look through the follower emotes, we have the Lurky Mario Pipe Zonic emotes, so that one's fun. And then the other 3 are tier 1, so huzzah! But other than that, we are getting ready to play some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I'm raring to go. I've got a good feeling about tonight. I don't know what it is, but I got a good feeling. I'm excited. Maybe I'm just in a good mood. Who knows? But I'm raring to go with some Mario Kart here. We already got 3 people in the room, which is great, including myself. I love the giant version of the Lurk emote. I love it. He's just a little guy. He's just a little guy. He just wants to be friendly. Your day is good? That's good, Chizo Ducks. Well, come on in. It's good to see you, bud. How's the day going so far? The day is going good. The day is going good. Had a good day at work. I got one more day to work. Work asked me if I wanted to work Saturday, and I'm kind of like, the money would be good, but I'm also like, man, this was my weekend off. I love my weekend off, so I don't know, debating it as of right now. But we'll take everything one step at a time. Regardless, I may or may not have a weekend off, so that's great. Princess Pixel, hello, it's good to see you. Yes, welcome on in, everybody. We're getting ready to... Yo, bird up. Bird up, let's go. We're getting ready to play some Mario Kart, so I'm probably going to go to the live screen here in about just a minute. We'll talk for like a sec, and then we'll get some stuff going. Yo, Larry, welcome on in. It's good to see you, bud. I see you in the Mario Kart chat. Welcome on in. Playing as one of my nostalgia-based OCs named Larry. Oh, so you're Larry. Okay, that's fun. Heck yeah, welcome on in. Sorry, I see the name Larry. I have to, like, assume that it could be somebody new. But yeah, welcome on in. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started here in just a bit. Kind of just schmoozing everybody on in. We got about 4 or so people right now, so almost half a lobby. Getting there. Probably will start to fill up as time goes on. The code is on the top of chat. It is pinned for anybody who wants to pop on in. First come, first served. If we get full over the course of time, if anybody's able to pop out at some point in time, if they're willing to, so that way we can give a spot to somebody. Usually at the beginning of these races, we don't necessarily fill up immediately. Last time we kind of did, which was surprising. But this time, we're kind of easing in pretty, simply. So feel free, if the lobby's not full, don't feel bad about it. Play as long as you like. So finally played Sparking Zero, and that game has been a ton of fun. Yeah, Sparking Zero is an incredible time. Such a fun time. Absolutely love it. I definitely want to play more. I don't know if I'm going to put it on the stream schedule next week. I might. I really looked at what I had next week, and I was like, I have a lot of open space. So I might actually throw some in at some point. Mario Party Jamboree comes out next week. So we'll have that on the board as well. I believe me and a few others are going to be playing that launch day. So if anybody's looking forward to the new Mario Party, you better believe we're going to do that launch day. So are we going to race Boogeyman? Probably not. Racing's not necessarily his forte unless it's Sonic Robo Blast 2 Kart. You're going to be racing me. And maybe a couple others. Yeah, let's go ahead and take you guys on over to the live page. I'll go ahead and quit the music. Say hello and all that kind of such. I decided to wear a different hat today. Sometimes I throw on the Mario hat, but I decided to throw on the Tanuki hat that I've held on to for, like, God knows how long. So that's fun. Either way, when we fighting in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero Zonic, one of these days for sure. I definitely want a community night of some kind, so that'll be awesome. We're going to go ahead and get things started. We have about 5 people so far, almost half a lobby. Pretty good way to start. Let's go ahead and get things rolling. So we got 150 CC is normally what we do. We're going to go with no teams. We're going to go with custom items as normal. We're going to go through some interesting custom items here in a second. Computer players, I'm going to go ahead and we'll go with normal for now. Just because I've put on hard and some people are like, oh my god, the CPUs. So if we're going to have hard players, I'd rather them be like legitimate people. All vehicles, and for our race count, we're going to go ahead and start with probably a healthy... We'll start with a healthy 24. That sounds good to me, and then we'll just kind of go from there. So that way we have some non-stop racing from the get-go. Alright, now here comes the important part. So I'm kind of considering this the Ghouls and Goombas cup. It's going to be like a spooky kind of cup. So let's go ahead and try to make things interesting. We're going to keep the 2 sets of bananas. We're going to go with 3 green shells. And then we'll keep these. We'll keep the blue shell, the bombs. We're going to get rid of the 1 mushroom. We'll keep the gold mushroom. The bullet bill can stay. We're going to go ahead and get rid of the blooper. Keep the lightning. Keep the star. Keep the fire flower. We're going to... how are we feeling about the boomerang, chat? I kind of like the boomerang. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but we might keep the boomerang. We'll pass on that for a second, see what you guys think. I'm going to personally get rid of the piranha plant. I don't really care for the piranha plant. The horn is necessary for the blue shell, so we're going to go ahead and keep that in play. The Crazy 8 will keep, the coin will keep, and the boo will keep. So we're not really turning off a whole lot, realistically. You don't mind either way? Might honestly keep it on the board, since it's not too bad of an item. Might keep it. I wanted to keep things a bit extra spooky, but there's not really a way to keep things spooky unless you just, like, you keep Boo on the board. So I'm trying to think of, like, what's a thing that can make things spookier. I kind of like everything as it is right now. Just kind of getting rid of the single shell mushroom. I don't like the piranha plant personally because it's just kind of a whatever item. And then the blooper's kind of useless. So I think I'm pretty content with all of that personally. We're gonna roll with that. That sounds good to me. Boo's and blue shell only. Funnily enough, I think that would actually have a race just full of Boo that would likely steal a lot of nothing. Just because, like, we've tried the all blue shell race not too long ago. I think we did it on the last one with a couple items in play, and it just, like, it wasn't that as chaotic as we had thought it would be, but it was playable. So let's see. If we're sure now we got 5 people who can vote. We might have had one more person pop in. I'm not 100% sure. I saw a face appear, but I think that might just be the background. I like starting off with Mount Wario on a personal, so I'm going to vote for that. If we get anything different, huzzah. All right, let's see what we got a couple spooky choices here. Okay, 3 of you guys chose some spooky courses to start off with. You'll have that like mind, spooky mindset. You want that twisted mansion, so that's fun. If you play online blue shells, it would be chaotic. If you did like strictly just blue shells, correct. Which I know for some people would be miserable. It would be funny though. I wanted you to do that last time, but everybody was like, if you do blue shells, you got to throw in. I think we threw in like mushrooms and like one other item or something, and blue shells like barely appeared. So it was kind of less of a blue shell fight than I thought it was going to be. So next time I think I'll do just like purely blue shells and probably just either keep it at that or maybe throw in the horn. Some people prefer the horn being there as well, just so it's a bit more tame. There we go. Let's go. I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, okay, my red shell's gone. Fair enough. That's what defense is for. Yeah, I've got a really special Mario Kart stream planned for November. I will probably give details on it later, but it's going to be a very fun time. Something you guys might want to keep on your radar. Most of you keep Mario Kart on your radar anyways, but a little extra special case for the November session. I might have 2 or so sessions in November for particular reasons. 2 or 3, maybe. But it's going to be awesome. More than likely 2. I can see us having 2. I also have plans for a very special set of streams in November. I'm considering theming November as a particular type of month. So that'll be fun. We'll see, though. We'll see. I don't want to, like, necessarily confirm anything yet without planning it, but I've got an idea for November. So I'm pretty excited. It's going to be a very, to, like, give a bit of insight, it's going to be a very Nintendo November, to put it lightly. I'm going to... Woohoo! That was me kind of screwing myself over there, but you know what? It was kind of funny. Ah, you know what? Rightfully deserved. Yeah, look at me getting fricked over here. That's fair. Completely understandable. Have yourself a wonderful day. I'm so sorry, Chizo Ducks. I kind of got us screwed there. I threw a bomb at you. It bombed me. Everybody just kind of, like, ran with it. I kind of paved the way for everybody else. It's kind of my fault. I'll own up to that one. Alright, we got a red shell. I'm going to go ahead and just aim for 2 more items. Let's see what I can do here. As I attack Chizo Ducks, they're going to hate me after this. I am just, like, the worst, kind of worst right now. I'm going to go ahead and steal an item with the boo. Here at the end of Twisted Mansion, what are we getting? We got a boomerang. We can work with that. I'm going to go ahead and get 2 items, swap up what I got. We can at least attack... Oh, no! That puts us on equal footing here. I don't really... Oh, that's going to be me in the middle. Oh, that's no! I just realized because they're... Okay, wow. That effing blue shell that was just thrown. Mother fricker. Rude as heck. Rude as heck. Man, I'm curious who threw that blue shell. I mean, it was deserved. I think after everything I did, that was rightfully deserved. A little mean. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and vote for what I had before. I will also note, just for today's particular session, because I figured we'd just spice things up just a wee tad, I went ahead and threw in an animated emote that probably going to have to refresh the page for here so I can show you. Let me grab that real quick. Bling! Actually, didn't get to see what was voted for. What do we got here? Boo Lake. Okay, we're just going Spookyville. Okay. Sweet. You all want to theme it spooky? You got it, spooky. That's what this month's all about, baby. See if I can find that emote real quick so I can use it from the last race. There it is. I threw that back into the fray.
Yippee! It's karting time.
Yippee! Yippee! Alright, we got a coin. That's a freaking fantastic start. You know what happens when you give me a coin game? I get hit by a red shell, and my career is off to a fantastic start. Let me tell you. Let me tell you how great of a start that is. Does me wonders. Alright, I'm going savage mode. Let's go. I got your number. There we go. Got ourselves 2 items there. I might honestly throw these back. Don't know how far they would go going forward. And then I'm going to be a goober. Throw that like that. Oh, got a boomerang. I mean, that boomerang, like, choosing the boomerang to say is going to haunt me somehow, one way or another. Ooh, okay, that's going to... Okay, that could have easily fricked me over if I wasn't careful. There we go. Got ourselves double items. Go ahead and throw that forward. Another boomerang. I'm telling you, that boomerang's coming to haunt me. It's going to be, like, the item I end up getting all the time. Oh, no. Rude as heck. Effing lightning. Alright. We'll have to cope with this. If you hate me, I totally understand. I'm just a menace to society right now. What'd you slip on? You look like you slipped on invisible. The flames of disaster. Ain't that just the worst? There we go. Alright, double dice. What can we do here? We got a banana and a coin. It's unfortunately not going to carry me very far, so I'm going to go ahead and grab 2 more items. Okay, let's go ahead and keep this one banana and just finish out our race. Well, that's a blue shell. No? Yeah, okay, I thought I heard that. Thankfully, I finished. I will take a dub. Take my first W for the night. Heck yeah. But yeah, I threw that emote in chat. For anybody subbed, you do have access to the GG emote for the night. Only for Mario Kart sessions, typically, so... we got that going for us. Sniped fourth at the end. Hey, let's go. It just looks like that Zonic is cheating. What do you mean I'm cheating? That's it. You know what happens when you antagonize me. You get a war. Get fricked. Watch me, like, win this war somehow. I'm just gonna look terrible. Linguini. We love Linguini. I can't wait to play more Luigi's Mansion. I'm gonna definitely put that back on the schedule for next week. That's been a fun session. For anybody who's not been watching Luigi's Mansion, you might wanna come through and see some Luigi's Mansion 2 when I do it sometime. It's pretty cool. Pretty neat. Most of you have come by for it though, so. Frick not the war. You've been drafted, son. Alright, Mount Wario, we got, I believe, Mario Circuit, one of them, Coconut Malls. Super Bell Subway is a respectable choice. I'm glad somebody else likes picking that. I respect it. Super Bell Subway is actually a good course. For some reason, it got a lot of, like, it's hard, it's on a good level. Like, I liked it. I thought it was a good course. I think it's worthy of being picked. It's also very just spunky in its music, so I don't know. Alright, as long as you guys kill Tengiabot, I don't care who ends up winning this. Felonious Doodles out here has, like, ultimate health. That looks like his dub. Unless somehow Stomper ends up getting a health wedge of some kind. He might turn around. Oh, he's going for the health wedge. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little distracted by the war. Felony still has the upper hand with health, but who knows how this is gonna go down. That's an interesting war right now. I also really can't see. Ooh, that's looking like Felonious still. Good fight, though. The comeback was real. Good job, Felonious. As long as I'm not the one who won that. I'm also just going to crash into every wall possible known to man because I'm a goober. There we go. Go ahead and get the frick out of my way. Thank you. I got one whole dice. We will take it. Better than nothing, I suppose. Go ahead and hit up Birdo. We're going to take the shortcut. Nope. Get that frickin' red shell out of my face. I ain't dealing with that. No. Alright, we got ourselves a boo. I'm going to go ahead and give it 5, 4, 3, 2. That's 2 blue shells, my friends. And we're booing it up, just in case there's lightning of any kind. Got a red shell. Violence is my name. Alright. That's my first name. Violence, all caps. With the trademark at the end. You know what? Fair. Sometimes violence needs capped. We got a boomerang. Okay, I didn't even realize I had one of those. We're in second right now, so we might be able to muster up something here. Ooh, went in for the mother fricker. These red shells are killing my vibe. I'm gonna get you. You know what? Mother fricker, come here. I ran out of boomerang. Okay, is that another mother fricker with a boomerang? Come here. I'm gonna get you. I see you all new boomerangs. I got one too. I can be one of the cool kids. I can be one of the cool kids. For the record, I'm just playing this. You know what? Frick me, I guess. Green shells galore. Alright, we got a Starman. Let's go ahead and... oh, hang on. It looks like a Peach match. Peach looks like they're going to be winning this one. That might be a Noah, I believe, if I'm not wrong. We have a boomerang. I might be able to snag. Woo! Woo! Hold on, everybody! Oh! You're a mother fricker. Come here. Rude as heck. The amount of like Hyrule Fight Club I felt in that, even though this isn't Smash Brothers, is hilarious. Violence T Hedgehog. I should change my name on like Discord to that, just to like scare people. Sonic jump scare. I'm so sorry. For what it's worth, I'm proud of you. You kicked butt right there. You kicked some butt. The red shell being thrown back at the end was a nice cherry on top. I am proud. I would have done the same. You got to keep your position, you know. Let's see. I'm gonna grab a thing real quick. See if I can find it. There we go. There we go. A little extra advertisement out in the field. Let's see. I am gonna continue to vote for what I wanted. What? Skeleton? You've been very naughty, naughty. Yeah, I'll take it. Finally, me and my vote. To be fair, everybody, that we've learned by now that the meme generator will definitely give you whatever you ask for in some way, shape, or form. Typically, you put in skeleton, you can get almost anything. It's kind of like a genie. You gotta be careful what you wish for. If you specifically say Mario Party, you'll get a Mario Party gift. If you just say Mario, God knows what you'll end up with. Goodbye. Yeah, thank you, Saribot. Highly appreciate you. Very good friendo. If Saribot does a good job tonight, they're allowed to win one war. They get one. Hut. Alright, let's do a curvaroni. There we go. Whoop. Let's see. We got a coin. That's not really going to help. I'm going to keep a banana out. Got to get my defense on. Huh. I gotta keep my statue here at Mount Wario. If I vote for it, I gotta at least come in third, or I'll hate myself. Oh no, my banana was stolen. There went my defense. Let's see what I can do here. Man, when you're in first, you get like garbage, which fair enough. I don't know. Throw a dog a green bone every now and then. A green bone? I meant a green shell. I was thinking about dogs being thrown a bone. A green bone sounds rare. There we go. That's how you use your brain right there. Let that banana be taken up and get yourself a new item. We got a horn. I will definitely take a horn. Okay, make sure you just don't crash into anything. We're home free. There we go. Jesus, that's the freaking biggest paragraph known to man. As I'm driving at Mount Wario. Oh, that's me crashing into a wall. I need to, not do that. Hut, hut. Like, I'm like driving, I look to the left of me, there's just like Mount Paragraph and Mount Wario. Like, hi. Somebody's eager to say hello. That's a lot of bad. Oh, that did not cover the blue shell, unfortunately. I was really hoping that would, like, mix in everything. Don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare! That's so many red shells. That was so rude. That was so rude. Alright, I suppose I'll tackle this. I'll tackle this thing here. I've heard from both sides, so I want someone's from Twitch opinion. I'm assuming you meant opinion. Should I go through Rent a Cinder to get Series X to play Sparking Zero tomorrow, or should I just wait 3 weeks? And if I wait the 3 weeks, I'll get it, but won't have anything to do for 3 weeks. However, if I go and do Rent a Center route, I get the console and game tomorrow, but I'll have to save up money to buy it myself. So, just speaking from experience, and it's completely up to you because I'm not one to give like advice on that kind of thing, but I'll chime in for like a second. I've dealt with Rent a Center once before in my life in my early, like I was like 18, almost in my early 20s, and I hated them. I went in and got like I think like a gaming laptop for them or something. That haunted me for the longest time. Now, obviously an Xbox isn't nearly as expensive, but just from personal experience, I freaking hate Rent a Center. That's just me though. I wasn't the one paying on that kind of thing. I think at the time my parents were, so I didn't like it on that note. If I went through with it with my own adult money, it's probably pretty doable. So I would gauge it yourself. If you're able to wait 3 weeks, I would just say wait the 3 weeks. That's just my take, but that's just because I've had personal bad experiences with that kind of thing. Any other day of the week, I'd have like no answer for you because Rent a Center is a very like out of box question. But thankfully, I do have experience in that. I say thankfully, is again. I had a really bad experience with that like 10 years ago. So, you're lucky I have experience in that department. Otherwise, I would have not really had an answer. But, yeah, I don't know. Is what it is. Not really my domain to be telling you what to do, though. Like, I can give my opinion, but it's a decent financially. That's up to you. I don't want to, like, tell somebody, like, how to spend their adult money. Personally, wait. Yeah, I would wait the 3 weeks. I'm willing to give the advice because, you know, I don't mind, but... Typically, it's not necessarily my call, but... Anyways. Back to Mario Kart. We're here at Sunshine Airport. Good old lap 2, I'm in first. Things are going good so far. What's the catch? Let me tell you, it's going to be a bunch of blue shells and red shells. Calling it now. What'll happen this week? Does Zonic ever learn his lesson? The answer, no. I also think I need to bring my microphone a little closer. For some reason, it feels far away. As long as I'm being heard okay, that's good. But I don't know why my microphone feels a little far away from me. You picked a scary map, Christmas? You're scared of Christmas? Why are you scared of Christmas? I mean, I guess in this month, that'd be kind of like a blasphemy kind of map to pick. Although I guess the interpretation of Christmas is different for everybody. I will actually take the lightning, as we've all had to be plagued by this. I will take this. Wow! Alright. I like Christmas. I just don't like... I think the only thing I don't like about Christmas is the obligation of having to spend money on Christmas presents. I like giving people presents. It's fantastic. It's fun. I just hate it when, like, there are those, like, people that are like, if I don't give somebody a present, that person's gonna hate me. It's like, if you're financially in an issue, I feel like if that person got mad at you for not giving you a thing because of that, like, they probably weren't good to begin with. I don't know. Just my philosophy. Otherwise, I like the holidays. It's fun. Except in retail. When you have to work retail and it's Christmas, that's the worst. But I don't work retail anymore, so, well. I have the right to brag, god dang it. Let me tell you, I've done my years.
And on today's episode of
Zonic's
lesson, he learned was nothing. What you think this is a kid's show? Nah, this is a stream, and our streamer never learns anything.
That's true, though. Our streamer, well, I hate how I have a joking answer and then I have a legitimate answer. It's true, I never learned my lesson. But on a side note, I do tend to learn a lot more. I feel like in recent years I've been a lot more mature about stuff. I'll be paying at a 30 bare minimal, 30 a month. Let's see. Let me read the first part. Yeah, I would say that's likely a ripoff. Rent Center and places like that get their money from making you pay something off over time. Like, you end up having to pay more over time. And trust me, from a guy who does payments on God knows how many things, and I'm trying to get myself out of that hole in multiple ways, I highly recommend just, like, if you can wait a little while longer and, you know, buy it out straight, I feel like that'll be more satisfying. And you'll feel better about it in the grand scheme. So my advice is just to wait on that and get it later. Better lightning than blue shells. Yeah, I will take the lightning over blue shells. At least with lightning, everybody kind of has to have a piece of that pie. When it's a blue shell and you're in first, you're kind of frick out of luck. You know, so definitely best to share a little piece of that pie. When I worked at a grocery store, I worked on Halloween by myself because everyone ditched. Dude, that happens. Funnily enough, I'm glad you mentioned that, because at work today, I was kind of going over some days off with my boss. And, what was I about to say? I went over some days with my boss, and I'm working a half a day on Halloween because I'm trying to save up some of my PTO. So I decided I'll work half a day, but I want the other half of my day to, like, be home, you know, give candy to trick-or-treaters, be spooky, all that kind of such. Enjoy most of my Halloween. I'm not typically good to do anything during the day on Halloween, so might as well do like a half a day at work, right? That being said, I looked at the list of people who took off Halloween. It's typically like young people. Young people like to take off Halloween. Anybody who was like older did not take off Halloween. But I thought it was really funny how, like, I looked at the list and I'm like, anybody who took off that day was like young and they're probably gonna like actually go out and do something. I don't know. I just thought that was funny. I typically like taking the entirety of Halloween off if I can help it, but PTO has become more important to me for other things at this point, so I'm taking a half a day. But I would love to have the entire day off if I could help it, but fortunately it's not in my cards. I think Halloween like lands on like I want to say it lands like on a Thursday or something this year, something on those lines. It's a day I had like no matter what work, so I was like, it is what it is. Back in my last job, I could take off a day and just have unpaid time off, but my new job, like, or my latest job, I should say, it's not really that new anymore. My current job, when you take off time, they typically want you to use PTO, so I can't just be like, hey, I'll take the day off, don't care for pay. Like, they don't like that. Company's not really big on that, which I can respect. It's a good job, so they're trying to be a bit more professional and a lot less flexible. Any job that's super flexible like at its core, a lot of retail jobs will be like that, and especially part-time positions typically aren't the greatest. Don't get me wrong, do what you gotta do. I've been there, done that for years. But, anywho. I don't want to bore you guys with my job talk. I'm sure it's boring to some extent. Try to stay on the late topic of Mario Kart. Huh. Somehow I've maintained a really decent lead in this level, and that's very scary to me. I normally have it rough here at, like, the end of the race. Somehow I'm, like, managing. I don't know how I feel about that. I will take a dub, though. A dub's a dub. Maybe life was just kind of looking out for me on that one. Thank you for the pumpkin. Got second? Second's good. Second is solid. Hey, you know, in my opinion, top 3 is great, and then if you end up top 6, it's not necessarily 7 through 12. That's just how I view Mario Kart, though. Let's see. I'm gonna vote for... oh, thank you for the nuggie. I could go either way. I'll vote Animal Crossing. Let's go to Spain without the S. Whew, okay. Yo, I see somebody named Chaos from Austria in here. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Yeah, we got quite a few people popping in now. Let's go. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Welcome springtime. Have a blessed day. I don't know why that gives funny to me. I think it's just the way the flower moves. I'm moving. I'm moving as fast as I can. I'm schmoving in the game, man. I got this. Hello, Robbie.
Don't let your kids watch it.
I did not get an item. Weg. I was like, I'm waiting for the item box sound effect. Nothing. No dice. It is springtime, ain't it? I was kind of hoping when I picked this, we'd actually get the fall one. But, you know, spring is so on the other half of the hemisphere. So we'll have to wait on that one. It is a very pretty version of the Animal Crossing map. I'd argue it's probably what defines Animal Crossing the most. That or summer, but I would say more likely spring. Spring is a very Animal Crossing season to have. Winter probably being the most... maybe not as recognized. I say that as, like, I'm no advent, like, Animal Crossing fan. I could be just talking from what my point of view is more so. I see a gold Mario out on the field. Let's go. I used to main gold Mario for the longest time for whatever reason, but I don't know what it is. In recent, I've been going with Iggy. Iggy's kind of my go-to guy now in Mario Kart. He's just a little guy. He's probably the only Koopa kid I really care for all that much, because everybody else is kind of like, well, I don't know. Ludwig's cool. And then Roy's pretty neat. I don't care for Wendy, personally. Lemmy's... Lemmy. But, yeah, I don't know. Kind of half and half with the Koopa kids. I kind of, like, if I like them, I kind of like them on a separate occasion. I like to get... Wow, you're a dingling. I'm gonna... Come here. Hold on now. Hold on now. I saw that. I saw that. I respect it. I respect it, but I saw that. I am so sorry. I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get second. No, it's a show. I respect the strats. I'm just saying. I exist, yippee, yo, Gig. Welcome on in, dude. It's good to see you. Yeah, we got quite a few peeps here. Let's go. Alright. Animal Crossing was good. What do I wish for now? My bones are rattling. Me every freaking day at work. Part of me is feeling either Moo Moo Meadows or TikTok Clock. I'm gonna vote TikTok Clock. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's my Mario 64 brain, but in recent, I've had a TikTok Clock kind of vibe. Let's go. Mount Wario's back into the fray. I ain't gonna argue with that. I like that course a lot. I think Mount Wario is my favorite course in Mario Kart, and I have, like, no idea why. TikTok! Yo, like what the kids are into nowadays? I say the kids as I have a coworker who's like, not that anyone can't be on TikTok. Well, I'd argue if you're anything below 13 years old, you probably shouldn't be on TikTok. But otherwise, I have a coworker who's like in his like late to mid 30s, and boy howdy, TikTok is all he ever talks about with me. That or Fortnite. I'm like, you're very young for a guy who's like, I think 35. But you know what? Live young. You know, live young. If that's your thing, I respect it. He's found some amazing people through that application, and I respect that. It's not necessarily my cup of tea. Oh, that's a bomb. Not necessarily my cup of tea, but obviously a lot of people like it, and I respect it. I'm more of a Twitter guy, which, for better or worse. That's a star! That's enough slices! I'm going to not get in the way of that one. I think that's an NPC anyway, so they didn't purposefully target me. If they were real, I think they would. Oh, that's a... Yo! That bomb was sick, though. I'm a little proud of that. A little proud of that. I shouldn't be, but I am. Alright, 3 mushrooms. 1, 2. We're going to go down the pipeline here. Wahoo! This is also a very good course. This is a course I really enjoy. Yo, Darkus with the Rosalina main. You know what's up. You know who Best Princess is. Technically, she's not really a princess, since she's just a somebody who, like, kind of looks over the galaxy, but she's basically a princess. Actually, is it confirmed that she's a princess, or is she not a princess? To me, she's a princess. And if she's not, then she should be. Royalty at its finest. I know, like, Daisy and Peach are, obviously, but, like, Rosalina wasn't really... They never say Princess Rosalina. She's just Rosalina. She's not technically a princess. She's kind of like a guardian of the galaxy, if you will. For what that's worth. And yes, that was a bit of a joke. Sue me. That's a blue shell. I'm gonna let that go. We're gonna go 5, 4, 3, throw it. Hope that maybe lands. Ooh, gig. Ooh, gig. Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. I should not have had that. I'm literally what I hate. I'm literally what I hate at the end of a match. What have I done? What have I done? I'm the pinnacle of pain. Not in the good way, though. Not my best race there. They happen. They happen. You saw a fellow Dry Bones. You saw a fellow friendo. The Bones Club. Alright. Do I still feel like TikTok? I do feel like TikTok a lot. Got some fun me's in here. I like them. Howdy, howdy. Whew, okay. We got TikTok Clock, Coconut Mall, the highway level that I can't remember the first part of. Some Moonview Highway, I believe. World. Prod Plant Slide. Mount Wario is a good one. Ribbon Road, also a good one. Couple randoms, you never know what you're going to get. Seems I'm the only standard Kart Mario enthusiast here so far. I respect it. I like the standard Kart. Classic. I think I ended up with some kind of Kart that was, like, recommended on the internet, so I kind of just roll with it. I also just like it because it's Splatoon-esque, and that's my way to rep Splatoon without having to play as, like, one of the Inklings. Alright, we are heading on into... Always forget this one. Madrid Drive. For the life of me, I never remember where the heck this is in the world. Oh, that's Salami. Hello, Salami. Welcome on in. It's good to see you, bud. Last time karting was for Zonic jump scares. I do tend to jump scare people every now and then, either IRL or on streams, to be fair. I just pick what feels good to me, and it works. No, that's fair. That's totally fair. I used to do that a lot in Mario Kart Wii. Mario Kart Wii, I kind of just like went with whatever I felt like. Mario Kart 8, I rarely ever budge kart-wise. It's really rare if I change kart. I kind of just like to get accustomed to something and call it a day. So I'm very accustomed to like what I have right now. I've had this for like months. You know what? What a freaking move. What a way to go about things. Madrid in Spain. Gotcha, okay. That, I think that checks out. I always forget, because I would rather a level just say Spain or something than to tell me, like, Madrid Drive. Like, I'm just not cultured enough, people. I'm sorry. Although Spain checks out. Hi, I'm surprised that didn't clip me just now. Churros. Man, that sounds good. Okay, we got a super boosty there. Can I break the... Aw. I don't think you can break the blue shell in star form. I could dream, but I don't think that's how that works. Man, I'm in fourth. You guys are zooming. Alright, I gotta pick up the pace. Oh, gotta speed up. Alright, we're gonna go with the star power, grab 2 items, see what I can do from there. Let's go ahead and maybe throwing that early isn't good an idea. Oh, dude. Being starred up while the lightning strikes. Beautiful. Beautiful. A moi. That does what I'd get for some churros right now. Churros sound wonderful. Maybe even with like some kind of dipping sauce. Some people like chocolate, caramel, white chocolate, maybe. I think there's like a strawberry you can pick. I'd probably go for like a caramel or something. Or I'd just eat the churro plain. I'm not that picky. I should have grabbed an item, if I'm being real. The shock dodge, go, go, go. Oh, I'm going, Lunar. I'm going. I'm schmooving. I'm grooving. We're hoping for the best. Praying for no red shells. Going once. Going twice. Possibilities are endless. I've got a bomb. I'm going to go ahead and throw that backwards and pray that that kind of does something. You know, sometimes it's all about taking a risk here. Folks, that's a red shell. We got to move our fat cheeks. That's bad. That's bad. That's unfortunate with the red shells. Gig. You know what, Gig? You're going to throw that back. I know you. There ain't no way they aim that well. You know what, Gig? That's... If there's anybody's going to do that to me right now, it's you. You earned that one. I did that to you the last race. You deserve that one. I'm going to give you that one. I cannot argue with that. Also, the throwback, I'm proud. I can't even be mad at that. That was just funny to me. That was a good race. That's worthy of a GG. Starting to get carded now. It becoming them late hours now. We're getting our hour in, right? We're getting accustomed. Played well and got second. We take those. That's true. We do take those. Second's still good. The Mario Karted experience, fellows. It's true. You have to feel the Mario Kart experience to truly get your money's worth. What happened to the Inkling boy player? Good question. I'm not exactly sure if anything. I'm not. Oh, there seems to be an Inkling boy NPC, but that may just be somebody who was playing and then popped off or something. Not too sure. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the emotes I got. I'm very proud. If I could just take a second to thank the community real quick. Everybody, like a month ago was the subathon. I'm gonna get a little cheesy here, but a month ago was the subathon. We reached so many goals. We got so much done. We have so many new emote slots. I've been able to throw out those emotes. People have been enjoying those emotes. I just want to take a second to say thank you for supporting me in any way, shape, or form. Even if you couldn't, like, donate money, subs, bits, whatever. Even if you've just come into streams and you've played games with me, or you've watched streams, or you lurk, anything like that, I appreciate every single one of you so very much. We've hit so many goals recently because of that, and to think that was a month ago is, you know, it's insane to me that was so long ago. But it's I don't know what it is. It's been in recent, but like this past month or two has been some of my favorite times streaming in general. It's warmed my heart. It's been such a fun time. And I don't know if anyone's noticed, my energy for streams lately has been better compared to like earlier this year when I had my last job. I've just been in a better headspace about like streaming. So I just wanted to say I appreciate you guys. That's all. And I'm sure you've heard that a million times over, and I hope that doesn't lose its luster, but I genuinely appreciate it. DC'd, I assume? They probably DC'd, yeah. And then the Inkling, like, boy player slot probably just, like, became its own thing. That might make sense. Also, Lunar, let me know if you want in on Mario Kart. I didn't really have it open because nobody was really around, but if you want in, just let me know. Ah, I was just kind of waiting to see if you ever wanted to ever pop on through. You are getting too close. Hold on now. Hold on now. Gig! No! Oh, this is rightfully earned, though. I'm gonna have to... You better not. You better not. Yeah, no, you stay on your lane. You stay over there. I'll take second kindly. You refuse to go down any further. I appreciate you guys, and then you immediately get ramshackled by a blue shell. Hey, you know what? Love comes in very different ways. A fifth, that's better. Yeah, it kind of like what I said earlier. Anything like top 6 is kind of like, that feels good. To a degree, you know, depending on where you are. But anything below is like, ugh. And we end up with those. Those happen. Yours truly is not invincible. Sometimes I end up with 11th. I'm sitting there like, what happened to me? I will be in a bit, maybe 10, 20 minutes. Yeah, no, by all means. Whenever you, I'll probably go ahead and open up a call in about 10 or so minutes then. I'll give it a couple races. I'll go ahead and vote for TikTok clock again. I don't know. I'm on my Mario 64 mindset. Maybe it's just my mind now. I don't know. It didn't even throw anything that entire race. No, like, honestly, the way you showed up in that into the race, like, you didn't even, like, hit me with anything. You swerved, you curved, you did what you had to do, and you did well. And I respect that. I respect that you won that without even, like, freaking me over, basically. You just did it. I can't even be mad at that. If anything, I was impressed. See, I can respect the fantastic play, but the fact Gig's doing this with Standard Kart deserves respect. That's true. Standard Kart is the most Mario Kart kart that has ever karted. That's very true. It's the kart that's karted all karts. It's the kart that stands against all karts. Coconut Mall, let's go. Yo, Infernal Reckless, welcome on in. A Wild Inferno appeared. What will the streamer do? The streamer will gift... Let's see what I can give you here. See if I can find you something to have. I'm going to give you a random emote out of nowhere, right? As soon as I see it. We're going to give you the Pikachu emote from frickin', what's it called? Pokken Tournament. I kind of ran out of time to figure out what to give you. Have a Pikachu. I'm Professor Oak. Coconut Mall, let's frickin' go! I'm gonna read a little bit of chat here so I can... I know I saw a comment up there, I don't want to miss it. Sorry. If I disconnect, everybody disconnects, so I gotta start playing. Man, did chat move up again? No, it didn't. Never mind. I'm stupid. I am really freaking myself over here. We're gonna have to bring this back. If I end up winning this race somehow, that'll be really funny. Let's see, Zonic's, Fastmo says, Zonic, I can't stop saying it, but the reason why we are here is because you're an amazing, kind, awesome, and just overall wonderful human/Mobian being. I appreciate that. Thank you so very much. I feel like we live in a world where I'm not just doing it for the sake of, like, peace, but, like, we live in a world where kindness is kind of short. For a lot of people, like, a lot of people end up being bitter, angry, or just, you know, overall just not a very good person, or they have such a rough life that it's hard for them to try to be kind. And while I have the opportunity in my life as as the person I am right now, you know, more than anything, I'd like to stay with who I am and be about what I'm about. And if that means being kind to everybody and, you know, spreading love and care, that's what I'm going to do. Thank God for bullet bills. Carry me. Let's see if I can pull back this Coconut Mall. See if I can get at least maybe 3rd or 2nd or something. That'd be cool. I'm in 6th so far. This is possible. Got some mushrooms here we can pull on through. Ooh, I don't know if I want to get too close now to invincibility. Hi! I sure did fly all over the place. Ooh. Ooh, okay, I thought I was going to crash into that wall. There we go. I'm in 4th. Did not get the boost from that, unfortunately. If I end up getting something low, that is very much on me. It's less I coconut mauled myself and more so just did not drive properly at the beginning. Fair. You know what? Fair. I can't even be mad at that. I will gladly take 5th. I did not race very well at the beginning. That is completely on me. I was goofing off with the chat. didn't deserve anything higher than 5th, probably. So fair enough. You're all doing great tonight. You're all having a good time and doing great. Proud of everybody. Let's see. I'm going to go with... I mean, I'll stick to my guns. I'll stick to my guns here. Oh, the me with the purple glasses. I like that. I like the purple glasses. That's cool. Yeah, how dare you goof off with chat? What are you, a streamer? Dude, I'm somebody who reads and drives. Let me tell you, that's even more dangerous than a streamer. That's saying a lot. We need more dry bones because spooky month. Hey, you know what? I ain't gonna argue against it. This is the perfect month to have that kind of thing. Was going bananas in Coconut Mall? Heck yeah. Wiggler raced as... Wiggler raced as good as me. The Wiggler. It do be Thursday, though. Alright, let me hop into one of my rooms real quick. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm going to keep it an invite only, and I'll change that title here in a bit. There we go. Alright. We should be getting the lovely Lunar any second/minute now. Reading and driving, that's illegal. Mr. Electric sent this man to the principal's office and have him arrested. I'm going to throw a book at you.
Hello.
Hello. It's that time of the week.
I can't believe it. Finally, Mario Kart moments.
Finally, Mario Kart Mondays. Don't look at your
Yeah, it's
calendars.
Friday.
Don't look at your calendars, everyone. Ow!
I can't believe it. Mario Kart Monday and Wiggler Wednesday.
I
on the
really
same
should have
day.
done that. I should have said Mario Kart Monday on my title, and everybody come in, yeah? Just to bug someone.
Listen, Mario Kart Friday doesn't have that good a ring to it, you know?
That's true. Mario Kart, like, Thursday/Friday, you know? I would say we could host a Friday Night Funkin' Friday, but I don't want to be cringe.
See, normally I'd be like, well, you know, you could be cringe, but at least you're free. But if it's that specifically, then I
Yeah,
can't
if
defend
that's
that. I'm
specifically,
sorry.
yeah. This is why the family changes the conversation.
This is why politics comes up at the Thanksgiving dinner.
This is why we would prefer to talk about politics.
This is why you weren't invited last year.
This is why we had Thanksgiving at somebody else's house this year. You brought your song into our frickin' conversation. We're
Give
like,
them the aux cord.
yeah, you've shamed us all.
Now everyone thinks we just have poor music taste.
We just left Spain and you're playing that. Get out of our house.
It's like you leave, like, I don't know, Italy, and instead of playing like one of those like stereotypical like Italian songs, you play Friday Night Funkin' instead. I'd rather you've just gone for the insulting like music.
Put your effing iPod away. We're in Italy. What are you doing? I didn't like what the Olive Garden was representing, so
What's you thought Friday Night Funkin' was a better alternative?
turn off your goddamn Frank Sinatra and put on the FNF. I'm freaking done here. I got to blow myself up. Yippee!
Blows up.
Blows up. I gotta find Amy and get off this island right away. I don't know why I've made that a joke over the years. I gotta find
Me playing
Amy
with
and
my-
Amy right away. What about Tails? Huh?
Me
Huh?
playing with my randomizer.
Yeah, exactly. Oof, ninth and didn't realize it. So you know what's? That's honestly the worst. Some of the worst race like experiences that you can end up with is you think you're doing like your absolute best. You're playing. You're like, yeah, I've had no issues. Nobody's been hitting me. Next thing you know, you check and you finish. You're like 9th or 8th or something like that. Like I thought I was doing a good job. What's with you people? Huh? Exactly, Doug. Exactly. We got TikTok clock. Finally. So happy. Oh God.
Watch the third episode of Dark Beginning.
Unfortunately, no, because
Okay,
I
additional.
originally asked GK after like I got off work and I was like, "You want to watch that before I start stream?" And I came home and I think, well, I said it in a voice thing, but I don't think A, she responded to that, and B, she had something she had to do tonight. I was like, "That's okay," so I'll probably watch it with her afterwards.
Mm-hmm. I will
Hopefully.
say, the thing that I did is that I didn't just watch the third one. I rewatched all three of them back
That's
to
fair,
back,
like in
and
order.
it does it so much justice.
I will do that then. That sounds good, because they're short
all
enough.
three of them, yeah, all three of them together comes up to like 15 minutes.
TikTok clock and ball torture.
Yeah, you stole my joke. Duh, listen.
I was reading chat.
No, not you. I meant the person in
Oh,
chat. I said
no,
that,
that's fair.
I said that like half an hour ago.
Oh no, TikTok.
I ain't letting you say it louder.
It moans it. TikTok clock and ball torture. Some Mac. You should have the other. Coin?
For me.
It's for me? That's a Neff and red shell. That's a bomb?
Bombs.
Is that the Grim Reaper?
You get like a bomb thrown at you, get a red chunk thrown at you, and then you get the Grim Reaper thrown at you.
The whole Grim Reaper.
Just a slice.
I like your cut.
Um,
Open up his scalp, take out the brain. Bong! Shake it.
oh god.
Ah! I made you react.
That's hot.
I just love seeing that. Like, my banana throw was so good that they had to, like, swerve around it. I'm like, I made you think. I get a kick out of that. Mario Kart, but Mario was too drunk to drive. Bro shaved off his mustache. He wasn't thinking that night. He regrets it the next morning.
He was not locked in.
Also, Model D Lover, welcome on in. It's good to see you, bud.
Yeah.
I
don't know why I voice cracked.
wrecked myself. I'll drive him. You know what? You frickin'. I will gladly take something that's not 8th. I got 7th. I'll take it. Mario T-Bone a family of 6.
They had it coming if it was Mario.
I should never condone this behavior, but
So maybe once as a treat.
yeah, as a treat, this was funny. Hilarious,
Really
even.
One.
A little hee-hee, a little haha, a little... It's very Matthew sound to make just now. Gonna get going now. Bye, everyone. See you later, Princess Pixel. Thank you so much for racing with us.
Yeah.
Let's see. Now that we got TikTok clock done, what do I wish to vote for? Not Baby Park. Well, let's go to the DLC.
Clean Sprint.
All I request is that you don't drop the soap.
Politely. And then we only do it once.
Politely grip the soap and slip it a little.
Give it a whoop.
Give it a whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah, it's like the like, you know, when like you drop like the soap in like a cartoon,
Oops,
it's like
yeah.
like the cartoon slipping noise.
Oops.
Like you're moving it about your hand, but it's like edging the noise, like that
Yeah.
brain aneurysm thing. It's like whoop,
Whoops, I dropped the soap. I gotta go and bend down and grab it now. Boy, yo, 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 wang, wang, wang. Dude, I'm gonna crash into everyone if my Switch wasn't out of battery. I love that. That's a good sentence. I'd commit vehicular homicide 3 times if it wasn't for the fact my Switch's battery's at 2%. Otherwise,
Man, I T-bone a family of 6 with my Steam Deck is fully charged right now.
a T-bone of family 6 if I had the ability to. I don't have a car is the problem. And if I rent a car, then I'm not gonna get the insurance I put on it back.
Well, given the...
I'm gonna owe so much money.
I think the FBI agent is probably gonna make sure that you don't get a car from now on.
Yeah, you're likely not to be able to rent again, and I have a couple of vacations coming up. I'd crash into a school zone if it weren't for the Joy-Con drift. Darn you, Miyamoto, you and your tricks.
So that means that you aimed for the school, but the Joy-Cons made you miss.
Yeah, the Joy-Cons were like, no, not today, summer child.
Jesus, why like Jesus take the wheel, but instead you reached out, he took the Joy-Cons.
She's like slightly drifts her Joy-Cons. Not today. They are to live. I'm a little lightheaded from laughing that much, holy Frank.
It's funny.
It is funny. Good night, everybody.
That's it. That's enough straight. We've had enough comedy for one day.
Okay, all this unhinged talk is like getting me in a bad direction. I need to stop myself. I'll have to text it to you because it's pretty bad. Like, I don't know. I don't want to get rid of the good vibes for anybody who might potentially not like that kind of thing.
We already talked about T-boning a family of 6. I think
Mine's
we're beyond that
pretty bad. It's like really bad.
I mean, I'm interested.
It definitely deals in running someone over, but leave it at that. I feel like if I don't elaborate in chat, half the chat's gonna be like, well, what if it's something like really bad that you would never want to be caught for? It's nothing like
Horrible.
Horrible. It's just horrible, that's all. That's all. Oh no, here comes Omega CTS. What do we got here? Otterly, hello, welcome on in.
Your Honor,
Yeah,
in the case of my client and the 200 vehicular homicide stacked against
Whew.
him, my client pleads his Nintendo Pro Controller died.
Your Honor, my defense, my Joy-Cons drifted.
Your Honor, in my defense, League of Legends. Your Honor, my game was lagging. Is that the reason why you T-boned a family of 6? It's not even a bit, it's just horrible. Well, did your motion control stop working? If you're saying stuff, I can't hear you.
Oh, I didn't even realize I muted him, so I don't even know how that happened. I don't remember muting.
I was about to say.
I was gonna say, Your Honor, in my defense, I was using the Wii Wheel and I dropped it when I was eating Doritos.
I'd run the busiest city traffic light and didn't rip my nunchuck from my Wiimote.
So I was using the GameStop branded controller and these things suck. I didn't mean to run that guy over. It was unintentional. I think I might go to GameStop and get my money back. If that's okay with you guys, that's what I'm gonna go do. That's my way of saying I'm sorry, so I'm gonna go get my money back.
Your Honor, honestly, after letting it sink in, I think we shouldn't have used that controller for the submarine.
We found in your files that you were a Wii U owner. We're definitely taking you in. me handcuffed, and I turn around. I look at everybody. Fair.
I would have gone away for it too if it wasn't for that meddling Wii U gamepad.
It wasn't the fact that you modded your Switch illegally. It was the fact you owned a Wii U.
Yeah.
And you asked for repairs when Nintendo no longer does that. Pretty suspicious.
You get reported by a llama.
Obama in the corner of the room. I'm baffled. I can't believe you. We were Wii players back in the day. How could you? I don't know. You saying a llama made me think of Obama for whatever reason. For some reason that rhymed in my head.
Going to a family is my favorite thing to do in Mario Kart.
Dude, frick. Also been lurking. Sorry if I missed anything. No, you're good, Kit. Hey, okay. T-boning of family is my favorite thing to do in Mario Kart. Oh, that's what you were reading.
Yeah.
Man, ever since I
I
started
would
laughing, I sure do
myself.
suck at this game now.
I'd say ever since I joined, you know, it's a curse.
Yeah, it's a problem now. Good thing I got the star power and I'm driving on the side of the road. Hey, yeah! Oh, am I doing numbers? Hold on now. We cooking? Okay.
You're driving on the side of the road, on the pavement, with that family of 4.
That's bad. Ah! I'll take fourth. I didn't deserve second. I will take fourth. That blue shell, unfortunately. Kind of deserved, kind of not. Mostly deserved. The lightning saved me. Sometimes it does look out for that one person.
That one lucky son
One,
of a...
one or two. That one lucky son of a... Let's see. What do I want to vote for now? Let's go with... I'm going to vote Rock Mountain. Had a Bible study, so I couldn't join until now. Hey, you're perfectly fine. Welcome on in.
Yeah, you do what you need to, and we'll be waiting for you when you're done.
Yeah. Saw a comment on a YouTube post on a rip of Mario Kart 64 saying, "Do not listen to this in the actual car. You will become invincible." And that's all I remember. Yeah, if I play the invincibility theme while driving my car, nothing can hurt me.
It's one of the very few reasons why I don't trust myself to drive, because I know I'm gonna put on Sky Road or Dark Arsenal from TSR and just start barreling through the road.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Whew.
You put on Market Street.
I would love Market Street. This is Tokyo Blur. Consider the following. Oh no! That's a terrible thing.
That's good. I like that.
Your Honor, my client ate a mushroom and he had an extra life. Tour tracks make you angry? Yeah, I'm not the biggest on the tour tracks myself. Personally. Fortunately, I must go now, so fourth is my place. Hey, that's perfectly fair. Not a bad position to be in. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for racing with us.
Yeah, thank you.
So another one. E. Ow. Anybody tries that again, I got a horn for... That's it. Come here.
You got a what?
I got a horn.
A what?
No more horns.
Bobby, you put that horn down.
Dang. How'd that not work?
Dang, da-da-dang, da-da-dang.
Alright, yeah, I'm back. I'm back. We're so back.
He's a back, man.
Jesus, Lemmy!
Imagine you're on the road and you see fictional turtles and Italian plumbers on the road throwing shells and mushrooms and casually breaking the laws of physics. I think I'd either be the happiest person on the planet that that's a thing that people could do, or I would genuinely consider that I'm just losing my mind. Did you ever try that Little Big Planet car racer? No.
Yeah, unfortunately, I never got to play that one. Kind of forgot it existed, if I'm being 100% honest. Although, on a side note, rest in peace for Little Big Planet 3. Digitally, at least, anyhow. And it's DLC. It's about to go away forever. They kind of need to make another one, because otherwise they're kind of just moving on from that era. Anybody who was an avid Little Big Planet fan can't really relive, what that series was about. There's Little Big Planet Adventure, or Adventures or whatever, but that's kind of different. Although, if Sumo Digital's hey, we gotta pick between another Sonic Sega game or, Little Big Planet,
Make the right choice.
yeah, forget about the other one. I'll take the Sonic and Sega. Stole fourth with that bullet bill. Ayy. We raced in home. I'm happy now. Ayy.
Nice go.
Larry was your old main. Larry was so last year. Now it's about Lemmy.
That's about Wiggler.
Yeah.
Just not even.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that. Oh, you meant Tokyo Blur? Gotcha. Pretty Patties rule!
My brain isn't breaking. It's
Oh,
braining. No, it's
hey,
fine,
at least you got a brain. I got a mess.
I got a steering wheel.
I've got a steering wheel.
I got Joy-Con drifted a family of 4 that is unfortunately in the hospital because of my actions.
Oh no, I thought something bad again. And you just shut up in my head.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not saying that one either. That's terrible.
He's holding back on the sauce, chat.
Breaking news: Italian plumber crashes into old geezer's car with their grandkids. Let's go. Beep 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 beep.
You get hit by like a blue shell on the road.
You DC'd it. Dang it! Oh no. These things happen. I'm gonna throw another red shell.
Remember Mario Bros. When he was the blue shell Cooper instead of being green? I think that was a color palette thing because they were just like, we gotta make them all separate, so this is the best we can do.
Remember when they were the drink?
You seen that one post about how you can fight Roy like 3 different times?
Yes, I think it's 4 actually.
That
Matthew
single
shared it
post
the other
always
night.
gives me a laugh.
It's pretty fricked when you think about it. Somebody's definitely done that a couple times. Yeah, Mario just hates Roy. It reminds him of Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
Mario's like,
it's
that
understandable.
reminds me of Fire Emblem that, you know, in Smash Brothers, that's too close to how many Mario characters are in. Sid, get out of here. Mario's anti-Fire Emblem.
I don't blame him.
Alright, now to DMU that one thing because it's totally necessary.
Okay. What the fuck? What? Things just said to me aren't even bits, they're just people dying.
It's just terrible.
It's not even a joke, that's just a
No,
quote
but
record.
that's why I'm laughing because it's like that I'm trying to come up with a joke and it's what crosses my brain. I start laughing because I'm like, no. No.
We went from man, we hit a family of 4 on the sidewalk and with like Joy-Con drift to just saying that man killed a man.
Do you have a favorite track? So in this game,
Mario Kart Wii Rainbow Road.
yeah, I would say I'm a big fan of I like Mount Wario, Mario Kart, Wii's
Did you
Rainbow
like the one?
Road, Mount Wario. God dang it! I like that course. I wanted to speak more, but I feel like I'm gonna dig a grave.
I think you might. Well, luckily you're in the perfect place to.
You know. Fair. Man, Joy-Con drifts are low. Should I just drive to Grandma, or should I be able to drunk idiot do it again? I'd text Grandma, tell her not today.
You do like one of those breathalyzer tests, but instead of seeing if it's like for alcohol, it's for Joy-Con drift.
Take him in. Should use the GameCube with the adapter, buddy.
You should have used the steering wheel.
I know, but who's gonna take me seriously on the road, though?
People see you drive around in an invisible car.
Fellow Wii wheel users. Honk if you're using tilt controls.
Who raised that wheel high, Chad? We're one Necrolian.
One in a krill. I haven't heard that in a minute.
We're one in a Cartilian.
I have a bad feeling about this. You know what, Prick? Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Nah, Prick taking a breathalyzer, I'll just double it and pass it to the next person.
People heard the yourself under my breath, probably.
Oh,
That's it, come here. No. I'll take it. Would it be possible to hook up a car to a controller?
Yes.
Get that
That's what people
USB
do.
out. Yeah, no, that's fair.
I mean, militaries these days use actual game controllers for like tank controls, so.
Yeah. You know what? Good strat. I ain't gonna lie. You saw I had a red shell. Unfortunately, there's a blue shell on its way. You must pay for your sins. Woo! Barely won that. Thank you, Lightning. For once, Lightning saved my life. I was that guy. Were blue shells always explosive? That would explain Henry Stickmin's. I wanted to say they were only explosive as of Double Dash. Correct me if I'm wrong. Because I want to say in 64, they kind of just, like, flipped you out. Because that was, like, the limitation back then. But then I want to say, like, Mario Kart Double Dash, they actually, like, flew to you with wings, blew you up, and then from that point forward, it always just blew you up.
Yeah, you're right.
Pretty sure. Your Honor, his Wiimote's motion was broken. Your Honor, he didn't have Motion Plus. Couldn't accurately drive. Might have to revoke their license, but otherwise, they're a free man. Managed to climb back up the 4th. Ayy. Cutely blue shells your family with 4 using my tilt controls. You see on the back of their car, they have that sticker that says, like the family and how many, like, kids they have. And, like, how many pets they have. And just, like, pull out the pocket blue shell. Today's the day. Your Honor, he was playing as Toad. I mean, at that point, you gotta take them in. There's no excuse.
Your Honor, he was using Yoshi Teddy Buggy, kind of cringe.
So, not to, like, get on the topic for the upteenth time in Mario Kart, you know, these sessions, but with the next Nintendo console on the way at some point in time, and possibly getting a new Mario Kart, are we getting Toshi?
Up.
I would take Toshi. And for anybody in chat who goes, Toshi, question mark? Correct. That is not a real character. I'm just freaking with you.
He's not just freaking with he's freaking with me. He's a motherfucker. Heard me miss one thing and went minus spelling mistake, I win.
You hear me just legitimately bringing out the topic and hit you with the you freaked up.
I was expecting like some kind of like nuanced like kind of debate or idea, but instead you just went Toshi, right?
You just laid right into you with the you freaked up. You spelled it wrong. Your Honor, he didn't have the N64 expansion pack. Also, okay, the jokes aside, this time for real, but the other day, people were kind of complaining about that whole Nintendo Alarmo clock thing, saying like, oh, you have to have a Nintendo Online membership to buy that kind of thing.
Don't.
You know, no, you do.
You don't?
You do.
No.
Yes, you do.
Where are people getting this information from?
Nintendo.
Because if you like the full
you
thing
do
says,
and don't, says Omega. Okay, so is it that you need a Nintendo Online membership to make it work? What are we saying here?
No, the full paragraph says that you need the Nintendo Online subscription in order to be able to purchase it in its current early access period.
Right, but then it'll
so
be
that
public.
People can't scalp it.
Right, and then it'll become public.
Yeah.
Right. So, but here's the thing, right? People are going, oh my god, what if you don't have Nintendo Online and you want the clock? Here's the thing.
Wait.
If you want it that early and you're paying $100 for a clock, that likely chance you own Nintendo Online. Like, if you're willing to pay that kind of money for something like that. Correct me. You know, not everybody is going to own Nintendo Online and want the clock, but most people who are paying $100 for a clock called Alarmo, you probably are a big Nintendo nerd who's gonna have online.
Yeah, more than likely.
Paying $100 for a clock. I'm just saying that. I'm not trying to, like, downplay it because it's expensive. I kind of want it, but otherwise, like, yeah, you likely have the online. Also, Scarlett, welcome on in. It's good to see you, bud.
It's a...
No, you don't! No, you don't!
Shade the other day because nice one.
That could have been bad.
I had to hold her back the other day because she was like, "No, I want it. I have to get it." And I was like, "No, stop it! No."
God, I want to get it, but I can't afford to get it early. Got to be careful with money right now. You can buy IRL from the New York shop, but you need Nintendo Online to buy it online. Correct. I believe if you actually go into the Nintendo New York City store, you can buy it without an online membership. That's the only way you can go and grab one without an online membership as of right now to get it right now. I've also not seen any videos of somebody actually using it, so I'm very curious. Seeing what people think about it. How y'all doing tonight? Not too bad. Not too bad. Hanging in there, having a good time. And dang, early night, eh? The alarm of Mario Kart crash audio will be real. We Mario in some carts? Yeah! Gonna mod that Alarmo, and when it plays Mario Kart theme, the alarm, instead of the finish line playing, it's just the car crash and screams. That'll wake me up.
But like, think about getting a mod for it that like lets you, I don't know, like your Frontiers mod, for example, like you can put a little gameplay clip of like you just doing shit.
I actually, so I have the Mario 64 Zonic sleeping gif of him just kind of like laying on the floor. I kind of want that on the Alarmo.
That might be a possibility.
That would be perfect.
Or you could play Doom on it.
You have, it's weird. I just remember something real quick, 1 second. Says Omega, okay. The exclamation mark thrown scares me.
Uh-oh.
Endless possibilities, they say. Sonic!
Are you cold?
You want a Sega version of Alarmo? Just make it balloon mod it. I'm very curious if it becomes moddable. I'm praying somebody finds a way to mod it. It'd just be the funniest freaking thing ever. Samaro. Solarmo? Solarmo. Salami. As somebody here is actually named Salami. I'm not calling you out. I just want to say the word.
It's a good name.
It's a good name. Sega Larmo.
See, if the name wasn't taken, you know.
How about Sega Wake the Frick Up?
Get up!
The alarm clock just says get up, but in the Sega font. I'd buy it. That one I would buy.
I just want the alarm clock to hit me with that one video Matthew always pulls up. It's like, wake up, and then like a dozen slaps.
Can the Sega alarm clock, like, say Sega every like 5 seconds, and if you don't wake up, it just gets louder progressively?
It's got like a 1% chance to hit you with that one like
yeah. No, it's like it's got that 1 out of 100 chance of using that Sega, and it's like the first thing that wakes you up in the morning. Sega, doo-loo-loo-loo-loo. It's like I'm awake. I'm awake.
If you miss the first alarm, it just hits you with the drowning theme.
Yeah. It's not like check your throne when you get a second. Can do. Hey, your pills are here, and then you hear Sega being louder. That takes the blue pill. Sega. Is that the Alex Kidd? I thought you didn't have any more games. I have one less game there, buddy. In your mind.
Luckily, it's not on PS5.
True. Alex Kidd is not real. He cannot hurt you. Alex Kidd in the corner of my room.
Alex Kidd in the retirement home.
Dang. How old would Alex Kidd be if he aged from the first game he had? He'd be like at least 40 or something.
I
think
his first game was like mid 1980s, so
yeah, I want to say he'd be like 40, if not almost 50s.
40, seriously pushing 50, yeah.
Alex Kidd pushing 50. That's a series to watch.
I mean, Sonic's pushing 40.
Oh no, I have an email that says you received new gifts. I'm scared.
There we go.
What is it? Hey, let's go.
No.
You know what? I'm gonna wear that. That is something I'm gonna wear. That's thank you for the VHS tape. Hold on here. I'm gonna vote for Rock Mountain. Oh my god, thank you so much for the throne gift. Highly appreciate you. For anybody curious, let me go ahead and save this image real quick. Probably not the best image for the record. No, it is. It just looks stretched in my email. Omega here has given me the time ring that Goku Black wears in Dragon Ball Super.
Let's go.
I will wear that, my guy. I will wear that on a normal basis. Like when it's my day off, I'm going to the mall. I'm gonna put that on. I'm gonna put my fingers up in the air and go, "Hello, mortals," and everybody's who knows. Everybody who knows is gonna crap bricks. Everybody else is gonna be like, "What's he gone about?" That's what I'll do.
Just you and no, the starting line.
Also, yo, the collector, welcome on in, bud.
Yeah.
I've got a bomb and I'm ready to use it. Yeah, no, I'm excited. Whenever that comes in, oh boy. I actually kind of like wearing rings nowadays. I wear a particular one that me and GK have like magic ones, but I definitely want the time ring one.
Yeah.
The amount of power I will resonate. Hopefully, if it shows up sooner than later, I can wear it like on a day off or something. GG, everyone. Oh, your Switch turned off? I'm so sorry.
No more running over from
Ripperoni. I also decided, just for tonight's sake, like I always come up with like a backup plan. If we ever end up just finishing Mario Kart, but if for any reason Mario Kart kind of ends up like dying down a little sooner than later, because I'm seeing some people pop out. If it dies down sooner than later, we might switch to Mario 64 online and just play some like ROM hack stuff. There was an update to the B313 whatever the heck ROM hack.
I'm game.
So that'll be fun.
T-boned by a boulder. Yeah, that one doesn't require Joy-Con drift.
Dang, yeah, no. That's just life. What next? You wear a Patara earring? You know, I'm not one for earrings, but I would wear a Patara. That would be
too,
cool.
Probably.
That'd be cool. Like, go out with somebody, let them like have one on their ear. They know you're buds.
Yeah, as long as it's like not like full puncture, just like a
right, like a clip-on type.
Clip-on.
Yeah, I'm not gonna puncture my ears personally. That's for sure.
Yeah, same. I would 100% be down.
I don't like I'm fine if people like do piercings. I just myself I would not.
I'm in the same boat because I'm very acutely aware to everything my body feels. So
right,
constantly feeling a hole in my ear would not be
right.
fun.
I would get a tattoo before I get a piercing.
Probably won't get one of them either for the exact same reason.
Fair.
Just feeling it on my skin constantly.
You sound like my fellow dry bone / Koopa. I believe in you. I just need to whip out the Koopa Troopa.
You go whip out the Koopa Troopa. You go to like drive down the street.
I put on my Home Depot hat. It's Jover.
You hit the pop as you drive across like a old
Yeah.
man trying to leave his home.
Yo, Retro Raid. Welcome on in, Retro Gamer Kevin. Thank you so much for the raid.
Hello.
How's it going tonight, dude? You'll have to let us know how your stream went, what you were streaming. Hope you're having a lovely night. That is going to hurt. We've just started a war. You're just in time. You're drafted. Congratulations. You are doing good. Good to hear. Good to hear. But yeah, we got plenty of room here in Mario Kart. Plenty of spots. If anybody wants to pop on in, we'd love to have you.
Listen, after
Ooh, that Zonic. Ooh.
to answer your question, Scarlett, listen, I've often said that I'm the Vegeta to his Goku, right? If we're both wearing Pataras, we're popping off.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. If it actually comes down to like characters and power and compatibility, we'd freaking be crazy.
Straight up, just like Gogeta Blue, like strongest being in the universe.
Exactly. I still love that joke the other day. Where we're like, what's our fusion name? If we end up like really fat or just like a failed fusion, we're just called Loser with a Z.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was just us making fun of ourselves for the record. But okay, we did vote for Rock Mountain, got that, so I need to. You know what? Rainbow Road 3DS. Let's go. There's only 3 of us left. Everybody was like Mario Kart for 2 hours. All right.
We got you, Retro.
Thanks for the shout out. You're very welcome. Heck yeah, man. You deserve it.
Fusion name be the closest we got was Getsuko, which is the portmanteau of both of our names in Japanese.
The Lorax.
That I mean, could try and find a way.
Would rather play Unleashed Eggman Land than getting T-boned by a boulder. You know, I think a lot of people would agree with you on that. I too would do that.
I'd also agree, but that's just because I like this.
Yeah, that's because you like it. I'm at that point, that level, like, even if it can be difficult to me to some extent, past couple times I've played it, I'm just used to it now. It's not the worst. I think the only thing that would mess with me at that point is I'm so used to playing like Sonic Frontiers with like the X button, the boost, all these things, that going back to Unleashed, for me personally, if it's been a second, I'm like, right, this is the homing attack, this is that. I'd have to get reaccustomed to that. But by the time you get to Eggman Land, you're probably back. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, so that's likely not going to be an issue. It gets to Eggman Land, walking on in, we're so back. Sonic does like the whole like money grubbing thing from the WWE guy.
Yeah.
I want an animation of that. Him walking into Eggman Land.
I mean, the Battle version could be Zona. Well, I feel like that's like...
The Werehog part is like, he's like putting the money all over his face.
Yeah. He's doing like the whole like, sun silhouette breaking the chains on his wrist kind of thing.
Guys, I'm just telling you, if I was an animator, an artist, I'd, ooh.
Listen, if we were
Ideas are not
things we'd cook up.
But see, that's just it. We're not in that department, but our ideas, like our ideas, right, are just perfect. We need the ability. But having to, I need the ability.
I like how you say our ideas are perfect, and then I open our
Oh no, Kakarot, we gotta destroy the planet. Vegeta, what's the problem? Nothing that Dragon Balls can't fix. The Discord DMs got leaked. Vegeta, we need to destroy the planet. Just learned there's a Super Eggman.
Yep.
Yeah?
So, there's a series of calendar art pieces, and their entire theme is meant to be characters trapped in, like, an illusion that's of their, like, true dream and fantasy, and the one for Eggman, which is the final one, is him in his super form.
Let's see. Oh, Noah did use his red shell. I'm sorry. I gotta do what I gotta do, buddy.
Gotta be honest, Skyscraper Scamper from Unleashed is better than Rooftop Run in my opinion. You are lucky that this is not my stream.
I mean, I appreciate it.
me with like the veins on my head, like ooh. So like that one image where like I'm like grasping the steering wheel.
So many people are gone. Surprisingly, yeah, a lot of people popped out of Mario Kart. I don't know. Maybe it's just one of those days people got their fill pretty quickly. I don't know. It is what it is. Again, if for any reason numbers start to dwindle and people start popping out, if we gain in numbers, we'll keep going. If we start depleting to the point there's like two or so many people left, we'll swap games. Guess 24 was just a little bit too much. Funnily enough, it's never the matches in a cup for most people. It's just after a while. Like typically I'll host like 16 matches and then some people stay and then we continue to do another like 16, so forth. It really is it's a matter of how people feel.
Yeah.
We've had nights where some people love going to like 4 something hours and some people get their fill about an hour in and they're like, all right, I'm done. I as a streamer, I continue the show, but
most often what it is for a majority of people is that they'll hit like, oh, okay, we witched this many races, so...
Right. Yo! C-Pro Gamer CPU. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the cinema. That is a fantastic username. Welcome on in, dude. I'll likely continue the Mario Kart shenanigans as long as I can. And if anybody's just like taking a break and you ever want to pop back in, the door's always open. So. Hello, hey, Kit. How's it going, dude? I've been talking with Kit lately, right?
You gotta play Mario Kart IRL. Okay, fast bones.
Go
on, sorry.
Yes, so I've been talking with Kit lately, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah, I was gonna say good for you too.
Yeah, it's just conversation. Thank you for the pumpkin.
Hey, GK. How'd your stream go?
I love you so very much. I'm gonna embarrass you on stream.
Okay.
Listen.
Oh, you spayed the Nazi, had fun.
I want to take my jab where I can. Is it a your mom joke? Do you want it to be a your mom joke? Hello, it's good to see you. Yeah, let us know how the stream went with the, I believe it was Battle Rock Galactic. I've still wanted to play that game.
Oh, wait. But do you mean Battle Rock Galactica or Deep Rock Galactic?
Deep Rock, I'm sorry. I totally fucked up that title. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
Went good, I was dwarf and hit rocks and spiders. Yo.
I'm so proud. Interested in playing that game. I played it once, like on my own, and just couldn't understand it. But obviously, if you're playing it with a group of friends, it'd be so much more fun.
Maybe we can grab that together sometime and see what it's more about.
Because like what, obviously, we haven't been able to do Left 4 Dead for fairly obvious reasons. So what I imagine would probably scratch that same itch.
That's fair. I'd be down someday.
I 100% would as well. Sounds like a good November game, honestly. You know, we go through like all of the spooky stuff, and then we just kind of, you know, reel it back in with like funny stuff like Deep Rock Galactic.
That'd be fair. Whoa! Whoa, what? Huh?
What happened?
Somebody was driving the other way.
Oh, that's because of how this track functions. On the third lap, you reverse direction and go backwards. So
That's just crazy to me how, like, I mean, like, I don't know how far back they were, but I was just like, hi!
yeah, and the people that are still finishing the second lap are driving the other way to you.
Yeah.
Luigi's Raceway from Double Dash.
That just really caught me off guard. That's a blue shell. That's a blue shell, and Noah's gonna take the lead! That's another blue shell! I mean, that's enough slices! Wow!
Right at the very end.
Wow!
Wow. They just did not want you to win.
Swouse.
God, that double blue shell was evil.
Yeah. It took 2 blue shells to take me down. I'll have you all know that's what it took.
Damn, I kind of want to see a Double Dash stream. Didn't you do one with like GK
So,
a while ago?
No, actually. So I'm a little embarrassed to say this, but me and GK were supposed to do a Double Dash stream like I think like a year and some ago. I scheduled it like 2 or 3 times, and I remember like having my last job. I was just getting tired, and you know, I think I ended up canceling a couple times, and it is what it is. I still want to do Double Dash. I would still love to do Double Dash with her. And at some point, I had the idea of maybe hosting a Double Dash tournament, like a community tournament, because I thought that'd be really cool. Definitely something to look into at some point, but Double Dash remake, dude, I wish. Or actually, I'm glad you brought that up because that reminds me. Also, we'll see you in a bit, Omega. That sounds good.
Yeah, have a good day.
I wanted to say, so there's this playtesting that Nintendo's done recently. 10,000 people were selected for it. It was like done in seconds. I unfortunately did not get in. That being said, they're being told that like it's an NDA thing to like not be like discussed, and more than likely out of 10,000 people, somebody's gonna drop the ball and say it. That being said, there is mostly I'm gonna say copium, but there's also a potential factor that it might be Nintendo GameCube Online, and I don't want to get people's hopes up. It just so happens that in the recent Nintendo update for Switch, they updated the GameCube adapter with the controller, and like, I don't know, something like on those lines. Like they updated it recently, which by the way, completely broke Smash Brothers when it came to plugging in controllers for that game, because apparently plugging in one controller, I think on one of the ports, gives you like 2 characters or something. Or it acts as like player 3 and 4, something like that. Anyways, so they probably need to fix that. That being said, they updated the GameCube thing around the time of the playtest, so there is a potential GameCube update. Again, I'm not banking on it. I wouldn't be surprised if they're leaning into it or looking into it. Is it possible on Switch? Sure, I could see it being possible. Is it looking to be something that they might convert on over to the Switch too? Probably.
I'm definitely interested in seeing what it is, because the last time they did this kind of thing was what revealed the what's it called? I don't remember if it was Street Pass or that like the Wii U like official message board that they had that I don't remember the name of.
Yeah.
They had like that one Smash stage based off.
Miiverse?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Like because the last time I did that, I think it was like Miiverse. So.
Right.
Makes me interested to see if like they're trying to go for like that kind of sort of feel.
That'd be cool.
Especially since, if you remember recently, they got rid of Twitter integration.
I want to have faith in the human race and say out of those 10,000 people, everybody's going to be good about it. I ain't gonna lie, cheap. It only takes one. I'm waiting for the drop.
It does only take one, but something else you have to remember is that if you leak stuff from Nintendo, they will probably ruin the rest of your life.
They will. They will.
I've seen it historically happen.
I know,
but fear of God is probably going to stop everyone.
I know, but I feel like there's gonna be that one person who, like, if it gives them the fame and fortune of that situation, even if they end up being a bad guy, they would take it. Again, it only takes one person. I can see at least one person dropping the ball. Now, if they don't, great. I'm all for it. If everybody can keep under NDA, I think that's a fantastic thing. But I can see out of 10,000 people, it only takes one motherfucker to go, well, or they go and tell somebody else, like personally, and then that person goes off who wasn't underneath the playtest, and the rumor spreads that way, because then at that point you can't tell who the frick spoke.
Yeah.
You just say it word of mouth, you know. Who knows? Curious what vendettas Nintendo has pulled now, because I'm wondering, like, what legal action they can take. if they go through with a thing like that? Like, can they do
Probably,
illegal action?
Yes, because an NDA is a legal contract. In violating that, you're subject to legal action, which can include
Right. I mean, if you
very
do leak
large
it,
fines.
if you do leak it and you want your little moment of fame out of those 10,000 people, you could go ahead and leak it. You will likely end up with like a huge problem if you're willing to put up with that. But unfortunately, we live in a world where there are people who will go through with the thing just to be like, I was that guy. That's what I'm known for, and that's what scares me. You know, and there's people who do not like Nintendo who might sign up for it just for the sake of like freaking it over. So I don't know. I don't want to like think negatively everybody. Like this is all, you know, I want to be positive about it. But yeah, no, anyway, so back on track of the actual subject. So obviously a lot of people who are of like my age group, anybody a little below, anybody above, very much is all about that GameCube era. And a lot of people are also kind of in the boat of like, Nintendo Online is cool, but paying that much for the online it's too expensive and not worth my money, yada yada, for like the biggest one, the expansion pack. If they add the GameCube and they keep the price the same, I can see people being okay with it. Like, they would be like, all right, we got GameCube. I can be content with that. As long as you add, like, a healthy amount from the beginning, you add some heavy hitters, I can see it being beneficial, bringing in new people. Also, Dryamp, hello, welcome on in, dude. It's good to see you. But I'm a pretty big GameCube fan. I've grown up with the 64. I prefer the 64 just for nostalgic purposes, but the GameCube is a fantastic console. It's fun. We were kind of talking the other day when we were streaming Luigi's Mansion, like, you know, oh, we don't have one on the Switch. Well, if they don't throw in the remake or remake it again or whatever, and we just get the GameCube one, there you go. Like, you would have it on at least modern-day consoles to some degree. You'd have all 3 Luigi's Mansions on hand. And then that's also an answer to emulation. Some people are like, well, if you're not going to release these things, Nintendo, we're going to emulate them. And I totally understand that. You know, I'm not dogging on anybody for that. I understand where they're coming from. But if Nintendo answers that, at least to some extent, you got to give them credit. They're trying at that point. And I respect that. And it's impossible. You're not going to get every single GameCube game on, like, that list if it does happen. So, you know, if there are some things, like, if you're so, like, you're not releasing the SpongeBob SquarePants movie video game, Nintendo, then, I mean, do what you gotta do. I'm not gonna judge you. Yeah, I'm sure you've got your reasons to grab that online. Probably the same reasons that I have. Streaming. Got to send here by my friend, and I'm ready to Kart. Yo, we're glad to have you. I definitely would like you to join in on the races and have a good time. Also, Dryamp, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the cinema. Appreciate you joining on in and getting ready to Kart with us. I like how earlier I said, like, oh, you know, if we start to die down in numbers, we'll just, like, change game, and then everybody started popping back and like, hey, let's go.
What if?
Yeah. The gamers showed up. They're like, let's go. Ready to go. Also, I'm assuming you say if you have a friend there, that's 2 people popping in on one console, which is very welcome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
The function does not get used very often, but I love it. I think I've done that with GK when we did the Mario Wonder.
I've done it once with my sibling.
It was like everybody else when Mario Wonder can't interact with each other because of the invisibility. But her and me, it was like, hey, we're here. I'd hope so. You're actually here. Sonic, I almost had you, man. Yeah, no, that was kind of a close race, all things considered. Actually, it was somebody watching you who sent me here. Oh, gotcha.
Welcome in.
Well, hey, you know what? I appreciate them. In the off chance that you can say thank you to them for me, then yeah, thank you.
I'm gonna be delusional here. I want Nintendo Wii games on Switch. I mean, we have Mario Galaxy. It's not that far off.
It's possible. You're flying solo? Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. No worries. Appreciate you nonetheless. Yeah, I mean, like, the Wii era, I mean, safe to say, a lot of people played the Wii. If you brought Wii Online as a thing, yeah, that's gonna be popular. I'd be 100% down for that. Lots of great Wii games. I mean, whew.
I would kill for Nintendo and Sega to remake the London 2012 Olympic Games.
That'd be fun. Side note, and I don't know how much you'd be on board for this, but you know how people complain about, like, oh, the Wii is gone, so the online for that's gone? Imagine somehow artificially bringing back, like, Brawl Online and Mario Kart Wii Online and some other stuff. Like, I'm not banking on that by any means, but imagine that being a possibility. That would be huge.
Here's the thing. I agree it would be huge, but unfortunately...
They're not, yeah.
The Wii's Wi-Fi system was kind of shit, so unless it's a direct uphold of like how the
They would
whole
have to change
connection
it, yeah.
function plays, yeah, then I wouldn't say it's worth it. Like, I'd
I
rather
mean-
you did something like bring like Xbox 360 connectivity back, you know?
No, that's fair, because like when you think about like N64's never had online before, like you could never play that online, so they had to come up with like an artificial way to have that work. Whereas the Wii, you'd probably have to treat that the same and not have like a quote-unquote online and have local. So something like Brawl would work, maybe with like its own new online. But if you wanted like Mario Kart Wii online with like your own screen, probably not.
Yeah.
You can play locally at that point, which again, if you like that, there you go.
Well,
but-
I've seen people
You know what I
play
mean?
Wii online. There's like a whole like sub.
Like it's yeah, people got their own
online
dedicated
competitive races.
Yeah, they got like their own dedicated thing, which is really cool.
That I don't know how. I'm assuming it's fair. Dolphin
Want a Wii Sports remake? Funnily enough, we kind of got something like that on Wii U,
and Switch.
and Switch for that matter. But you're
Not that I
probably
want to call Switch Sports.
yeah. There's Switch Sports, but then there was also like actual Wii Sports on Wii U, and they had like some weird subscription thing at some point, and some things were a little
Yeah, they
different.
did.
But you're probably more so saying like through and through Wii Sports, just upgraded. Like more so just like that's the game. It might look graphically better. I don't know how much more you can do to it. You might make the grass look greener. I don't know.
Definitely use a touch up in resolution. Probably.
Yeah, it's a
I
little.
imagine-
It's got a little bloom to the Wii Sports, if you recall. Like it's a little glowy. They could probably afford to make it look a little bit more vibrant.
You could probably also get it in like 60 FPS. Honestly,
True. Was it not 60 FPS back then? I have no idea.
it's probably
Probably
30.
not. Yeah. This was the era where Nintendo wasn't like even HD yet with Wii, so
Yeah,
that's fair. Typically
think it's
HD
somehow-
wasn't 60 FPS.
and
No,
yet
sorry,
somehow
HD was. Sorry.
They managed stuff like Brawl.
Wanted Resort and Wii, but that won't ever happen. Yeah, they'd likely probably just make something new.
Yeah,
It was also of the time they wanted stuff to like get you to buy Wii remotes and accessories. You know, the Switch has accessories, but they don't lean so heavy into them. They lean more into like obviously, if anybody's been like a Switch advent for however many years now, if you've gathered, they're very about their software right now. Which, you know what? Fair. That's the consumer right now.
Yeah.
Like we just want really good games. They released a new Zelda recently. They're releasing Mario Party next week. They've got a new Mario and Luigi game in November. Oh, you know what's the game I look forward to? It's not out yet, but you know which one I look forward to?
What?
That new Pokemon. I think it's like what was it called?
ZA.
ZA. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Whatever that's gonna be. I can't wait.
It's probably gonna, from what I've seen, it's gonna function probably the same as how Legends Arceus did. The main difference is that rather than having these huge open areas, it's gonna entirely take place in Lumio City, which is the giant city from X and Y.
Yeah. So if you're a Gen 5 fan,
Which I am.
you'd be very much.
Is X and Y Gen 5?
No, that's Gen 6. I'm sorry.
I was about to say.
It might be a mixture of 5 and 6, more than likely.
I think it's Gen 6.
Yeah, that would be Gen 6. Yeah, no, you're right, because Pokemon X and Y was 6, so it's saying ZA, that would be Gen 6, you're right.
Yeah.
Sorry, Gen 5 fans, I fricked you over.
And what
Okay.
this
Hopium.
ZA is also gonna be probably the last mainline Pokemon game we get before Generation 10.
True. Go ahead and vote for what I got here. Did you know that the GameCube actually had online, just only a small amount of games actually used it? Actually, that's a good point. You know, I said the N64 earlier doesn't have it, but GameCube technically did. It just really wasn't a whole lot. And, you know, for those who don't know, which most of you do, but for those who don't know, if you do the LAN option with Mario Kart Double Dash, you can have a crap ton of, like, Double Dash players at the exact same time. I believe it is up to 16 players. Like, even more than this game. And that's saying something, but that's because of the double cart. So you're really, like,
Insane.
8 people, 16, you know, 2 in a cart, so 16 people overall.
The full list of games.
Now, who's done that?
um,
Conventions. Conventions do that.
The full list of games that you could play online. There was the 3 Phantasy Star Online games released on it. A Japanese exclusive game called Chikyo Path Pro, Homeland 1080 Avalanche, and the
Yeah,
2 most
1080
important
Avalanche.
ones via a LAN connection, Kirby Air Ride, and Mario Kart Double Dash.
Kirby Air Ride was probably one that went hard. For those who did dive into that. Unfortunately, like, the one thing I didn't like about the GameCube now in hindsight, and it's only something I learned, like, later on in my life, because when you're a kid, and you enjoy these things, like when I enjoyed like the GameCube, the Wii, and 64, etc., I never cared about like how much a console sold or how much software it sold. I was always just like enjoying a thing, right? As we're adults and, you know, social media and all that kind of such, we're aware of like, you know, what sold well, what didn't sell well. And I love the N64 and I love the GameCube. The fact of the matter is, that was an era where Sony was taking over. Sony PS1 absolutely beat the N64, and then the PS2 just reigned supreme overall. So the GameCube and the N64 didn't sell as well. Now, obviously, there's a lot of fans who loved both, and there's still millions of systems sold. Nintendo still does well at day's end, but for them, that was kind of a low point early on. Like, the N64 didn't do as well. The GameCube, I think, did... I want to say the GameCube did worse than the N64, question mark. Because, again, PS2 was very prevalent. They were even worse during that era. It's one or the other. One's better than the other with sales. Anyways, but they were lower-ended, right? So, you know, people who played Kirby Air Ride online was probably far and few in between, unfortunately.
Which they proved that what internet connectivity back then wasn't a main important selling point of a console, because even past what the dismal amount that the GameCube offered, we also had the Dreamcast around that time.
Yeah,
obviously it had quite a lot of online compatibility with both games and just in general, and obviously it did worse than the other two.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was interesting. Honestly, the history of gaming has been so interesting because Sony, honestly, God, could have just been #1 for the longest time, and ironically, in my opinion, like Xbox was the I don't want to bring up the joke again, but the T-bone of coming in and being like, come here, Sony, and like they went head-to-head during the PS3 360 era, nearly even. I think PS3 barely won by a pinch at the end, but they were nearly, yeah, I think they were like nearly even. Sales-wise, from what I just saw a while back, they had won by just a pinch, and it was only because at the tail end of PS3's lifespan, they were doing like bundles, The Last of Us, a whole bunch of stuff, like really kickstarted it. But anyways, regardless, they were practically even. That being said, so they kind of came into the middle and were like, yeah, we're even. But here's the reality of that. Nintendo was on top during that era. The Wii completely beat both of them for what it was, because everybody had a Wii. Everybody was in on that. So you would think going forward, like, hey, Nintendo's got a hold on things again after the GameCube and N64. And then they released the Wii U, and it didn't go so hot with the marketing. And then Xbox One was, yeah, they had issues early on. So Sony literally did not even have to try that hard to absolutely win everyone over. They are like the brand right now for like, I would say, I don't want to say casual gamers, but like people who like, they like their Call of Duty, they like their Fortnite, like, you know, whatever casual type stuff. I don't want to say casual type stuff, just not like, they might like the 1 or 2 games, Madden, whatever, you know, so people are buying the PS5. That being said, now we live in a time where Nintendo's came back. They're on top, like, as of right now. They've not released this next console, so they're not really in the same console race as Xbox and Sony at this point. Generations are a little weird, because they're still on Switch, and, you know, PS5 and Xbox Series X and S have happened since then. So, you know, now Nintendo's going to release a new thing, and then we're not going to get the PS6 and Xbox, whatever the heck, until later. So now we're living in an area where, like, who's really on top? Nintendo is basically on top for the time being. Yeah. But with this next Nintendo console, I've got like full confidence that they're not going to pull another Wii U, and they've been really good about things. But before I ramble, Aurora, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in, Raiders. Oh, thank you for the shout out. Thank you. Aurora, you'll have to let us know what you were streaming today and how well stream went. I believe you were streaming with, I want to say you were streaming with Casey and Natsuki popped up at some point.
Yeah, you were doing Final Fantasy 14 online.
Final Fantasy 14 online. Okay, cool. Heck yeah. I hope your session went well, and I hope you're having a lovely day. Thank you for bringing your lovely community on over. We're currently playing some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, kind of just chilling for the time being, and having a good time. So
we're having some fun races.
Yeah.
Hope you all are doing well.
I love how, like, getting raided, we end up in Baby Park, and I'm like, listen.
As the races go on, they've been pretty fun.
Yeah.
I've been enjoying watching them go by.
Trying to dust off the Switch. Has it been that boring? I mean, sure.
Make sure you T-bone a family of 5 when you win.
No!
So, the kind of like the discussion we were having earlier with like who's currently in the lead right now.
Yeah.
I'd say it's like very
weird.
It's kind of tumultuously between PlayStation and Nintendo. Like,
Yeah.
Xbox is definitely, it is competing, but given its current track record, it's kind of like how the Dreamcast was to the GameCube.
Yeah,
and the,
it's kind of in that domain. Yeah, it's
yeah.
really hard to see too because I loved the 360 and seeing
I did
Xbox's
too.
direction right now. It's very like I want to hope the best for them. I want to see the best from them. But with all these layoffs and, you know, not tending to the audiences and, like, what they want, like, you know, obviously there's a lot of IPs they're sitting on that. Like, even I'm sitting there like, what are you going to do with Banjo? What are you going to do with this? What are you going to do with that? Crashed and Spyro at this point. What are you doing? And they kind of we're just sitting here like, what do we do? And
Nothing,
now
yeah.
they're trying to release this whole, like, I mean, you've seen it, I'm sure, but they have this whole, you get an Xbox controller, some kind of Xbox stick to, like, Wi-Fi stream your games and like a subscription. And like, don't get me wrong, that's accessible to a lot of people. Great. But it kind of looks like they're leaning towards exiting the console market. That's really disheartening.
It's not the way that the general competition, like what your
Yeah.
general audience
And
wants.
I've seen some people in the comment section of those, you know, posts being for it. Like, you know, a lot of people are very much about streaming their stuff nowadays. But for the most part, the core gamer doesn't like that. I mean, I don't know about you, but if you told me right now, hey, you can buy the next Xbox iteration going after Series S and X is streaming, I'm not gonna do it unless I like something pushes me to get it. But like, I'm not gonna do it.
Unless you like revitalize the visuals of Unleashed again, I ain't
Right.
touching it with a 10-foot pole.
Or you you give us something exclusive that makes me want to grab it.
But if we're looking at like just those two, right now I'm probably saying that Nintendo is winning because
Definitely.
the Nintendo Switch has, you know, completely outpaced, you know, both the PS4 and the PS5. And even though both of them are on the market right now, and both of them have, you know, collectively sold more than the Switch, the way Sony's current, you know, public perception is, it's kind of taking a nosedive down towards where Xbox is.
Yeah, it's leaning a little
whereas,
further that way.
You know, Nintendo at the very least seems to have been keeping consistent in what they're doing in public opinion, and at the very least they've been listening to people and releasing games that, you know, people have wanted for the longest times.
Right.
And sure, they may not be like exactly what's that, like, you know, people wanted a new F-Zero game, they may not have wanted F-Zero 99, but at the very least they listened and still tried to give it us that.
And they're looking into that kind of thing. Like some of these kind of end up being like test drives in a sense.
Yeah, whereas Sony's just kind of like, hey, so you remember this game from like 3 years ago? Yeah, we're giving it a remake that barely changes anything, and in some areas just makes it worse.
Right.
For a console that barely has any exclusives, probably less than the Wii U.
Bro.
And is currently getting a re-release to try and graphically improve itself in a way that really is not.
Me not out here owning Rainbow Road 64 until the blue shell showed up.
You were doing so well, and then
Yeah.
God took everything away from you.
That's okay. Yeah, no, I was gonna say, so for Nintendo, right? Like, I would even say getting into the next Nintendo console, like, they can still run with the Switch and its software for at least a year or two, maybe even more, because they've sold so many systems that they can even afford to be like, hey, this is going to be on Switch and whatever Switch 2 ends up being. Because software-wise, like, they've sold so many systems, it's still got a market. Obviously, there's not going to be a lot of people who jump ship immediately. You can still sell a lot of software on Switch. Whereas with Sony, you know, I'm going to phrase it this way, and I'm not saying this is everybody, because I own a PS5. I'm not one of these people when I say this, but PS5 is very much like, I've noticed a lot of, and I'm just saying, like, this is like a demographic I've seen who buy PS5s. It's a very, like, the dude's getting a PS5, the husband's getting a PS5, the dad's getting a PS5. They like playing Madden, they like playing, again, Call of Duty, like, kind of your typical, like, gamer kind of guy character. I don't know.
The wars between me and you. Hang on.
Like, oh, you're right. I'm like peeking over now. I'm probably gonna win, yeah, unless you pick up health of some kind. But you know, it's like that's kind of a group of people who tend to buy that kind of system. And I'm not judging. My dad's one of those people. He's got a PS5. He plays stuff like Madden. That's his thing, you know. But anyways, oh, GG Lunar. But anyway.
Oh no.
But yeah. So I was just gonna say. So but you know, I was just gonna say. You know, that's just kind of the demographic for the PS5 right now. Oh, we actually got the full Animal Crossing. Thank you for the pumpkin. But, you know, that's kind of what's carrying the system. Otherwise, the like original software that's coming out on the PS5. Oh, thank you for the popcorn. can't even get motherfucker. Come here. The software that's coming out for the PS5, like exclusives and whatnot. No offense, but none of it's really grabbing me. Like
Horrible.
Like there are a few exclusives that I get every now and then. Astrobot was the only thing that's made me budge this year. That should say something, everybody.
Like, Astrobot was genuinely like the only.
I've not bought anything else. I don't care for Horizon Zero Dawn. It looks fine. If you like that kind of thing, it's fine. It's not captivating me. I don't really care for that kind of thing right now. You know, whereas Nintendo constantly, one after another, just amazing stuff.
I know you Sega right now is being more creatively productive than
Yeah.
Sony, which is really saying something.
I would even rather buy like whatever the heck Sega's been throwing out there half the time.
Because what, beyond like all like the mobile game stuff that they've been doing, and obviously Sonic games, we've got all of those new entries in series that we haven't had in a very long ass time, like Jet Set Radio, like Crazy Taxi.
Right. And they're listening to their fans and bringing some stuff back, and they're doing, from what I can tell, like they're being really cool about it, and
there's still the super game, whatever that turns out being.
Yeah, I'm excited. There's lots to be excited for. I'm gonna be real with you though. I've really enjoyed like Dragon Ball Sparking Zero recently, and it was kind of my like looked forward to game of this year. Like it was the most I looked forward to. I do like it a lot. I really do. I don't think it quite hit that scratch like I thought it would. Like it's really good. I do, and I've not even played like a lot more of it, so I still need to give it more time. But it's not really feeling like a game of the year for me. It's a very enjoyable experience. I'm not getting that like, yeah, 2024. I remember it for so and so game. Like I don't really have a game of the year that like hits home for me this year. There's some good stuff, don't get me wrong, but nothing really screamed like the game of the year. You know, like one year it was Resident Evil 4 for me. One year like remake. One year it was God of War Ragnarok. One year it was, you know, maybe it could be like Spider-Man, whatever, Smash Ultimate, whatever. There's really nothing this year that made me go like, oh yeah, that was game of the year. Like,
Yeah.
like really good stuff. Just nothing that was like, that was the one.
And that really kind of sucks because like Sparking Zero has definitely been a lot of fun.
It's good.
Really
It is
enjoyed
good.
Outside of like its side content, which I don't really feel that kind of like. I think my main issue with Sparking Zero was because all of its characters you can kind of get very early on.
You can.
You kind of run into a problem where there's not really much worth grinding for and unlocking, so
Right.
unless you're specifically going out of your way for ranked or just seeing what the game has to offer, it's not really like that rewarding to do anything. And the fighting itself is fun, but eventually there's only so many times you can do the fights you want to do before you're like, well, that's enough video game.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, don't get me wrong, this was a great year for games. There were some fantastic games this year. I've had fantastic experiences. It's just nothing really stood out to me this year. Honestly, God, I'm kind of hoping that Sonic X Shadow Generations just some kind of scratch on my back.
I think it will probably take it, honestly.
It probably will, just because, like, I mean, I know what I am at Days End. I'm a very big Sonic fan. I'm sure it's obvious, but
even outside of being a Sonic fan, looking at like Generations alone, the entertainment value of Generations, its replay value,
yeah,
how fun of a game it was, genuinely would probably, at least in my opinion,
that's something I'm going to come back
Sparking
to.
Zero in its own pace.
Yeah, like I'm going to come back to that game for years to come. Or Sparking Zero, I might move on it eventually.
And like you might come back to it every now and again,
yeah,
but like probably not as much as you would Generations.
No,
and bearing in mind,
yeah,
this is just Generations we're talking about. We're
Generations
not talking about
I
any of the
played,
new
like, yearly
stuff like they're adding to, and
right.
we're not talking about Shadow Generations either.
Right, like Generations already as it is before this new one comes out. I already played that like almost on a yearly basis, at least once, at least, if not like modded. Play it all the time, right? Whereas like I don't know, like even something like Resident Evil 4 Remake, which was my game of the year, I believe last year. I only play that like when I feel like I'm not gonna play it like all the time. So Sonic X Shadow Generations is going to be a main staple of something like I can play going forward. Like I'm gonna play that fairly often. And get your money's worth.
What games came out in 2011? Because I kind of want to see if like Generations probably would be game of the year for, like that year.
Probably for you. I know. Probably for me, really. That was the game I loved that year. Like I liked like Mario 3D Land. Some people liked like Zelda Skyward Sword. But anyways, yeah, no, there were some really good games that year. I can't remember if Portal 2 was 2011. I want to say it was. But that was a heavy hitter. You got to give it that. Last year's game of the year for you was Pizza Tower. Pizza Tower's good. Pizza Tower is like the one indie game that if somebody said that was their game of the year, rightfully deserved. Now,
let me see.
I'm going to say an opinion here, and like I hope nobody like kills me for this. But Freedom Planet 2 was an indie game that I looked forward to for so many years. I liked it. It did not hit as hard as I was hoping it would. It was good, but I still kind of prefer the simplicity of the first one. I don't know.
Yeah.
Good game though. Do not get me wrong. It's just I had like a high expectation, I guess, and it just kind of like, yeah, it was okay. I feel like the threat was better in the first game.
Yeah. We had Little Big Planet. That's like one that might contend. Little Big
That's
Planet 2 even.
Little Big Planet 2 was good. That's a
what
good
else
one.
have we got?
Can I bullet bill to victory? Probably not, but it'd be funny. I'll take it. I'll take second.
Pokemon
Violet
Black
Knight.
and White, which I think so far might be like the contender.
That might be one, because that was huge for a lot of people. See, Dry Amp says, I still got 4 firsts and 3... Sorry, and third. That's amazing pace. That's true. That's pretty good.
Did a
Heck
good
yeah,
job.
man. Sorry if I've been, like, mad about comments, everybody. We got into, like, such a conversation. I kind of got wrapped up in it.
No, we've been on that good grind.
Yeah, been on that gamer grind. Here's the thing with Freedom Planet 2. I better brace myself. Ooh. It's a good game, but a lot of people waited for it for so long. It feels like the hype died down by the time it came out. Yeah, it was like, I think it was like a 7-year wait or something.
Yeah,
I think by the time it came out, there was just such a high expectation. Like, it is a great game through and through. I've seen some of the devs, and you know, they're really cool people, and you know, they really they're proud of their work, and rightfully so, they should be. It's a fantastic game. It's just, I feel like I was just so hyped for it by the time I played it. I was like, okay. That sure was a fun time, and you know, moved on, but I don't know, something about the first one. I just like the simplicity of the first one. I'm kind of weird with it when it comes to like the Spyro trilogy. When you think about it, like Spyro 2 and 3, like they get better, but for some reason I still prefer like the original. Just because it's more simple. It's less mission based. It's same with Luigi's Mansion, you know? Luigi's Mansion 2 was mission based. It's fun. It's a great game in its own right. Sometimes you just prefer Luigi's Mansion 1 because you just kind of went around a mansion and did your thing. You know? But although I am certain that like Luigi's Mansion 2 is growing fondly on me. I hate saying this. I don't feel like Luigi's Mansion 2 has a strong start just because it really holds your hand and is trying to teach you the game, and the first Mansion's just okay. But as you play more, it gets better. And I don't like being that guy because that's literally the equivalent of like, oh, the anime is great. You just got to get like 12, 20-some episodes in. Nobody wants to be told. It doesn't get fun till like way later. Like that's such an off-putting point for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I do say Luigi's Mansion 2 is worth giving a try for those who have like been curious about it. If you've not played it on 3DS, I mean, I'm not even going to call the first Mansion bad. It's fine. I just think the game gets better as it goes on, which, you know, that's a good thing for a video game. If it gets better as you play, that's a good game. I just don't think it has a strong start.
Okay, looking at like the list of games that came out in 2011, there's definitely a lot of contenders for Game of the Year.
Yeah, 2011 was a very good year.
We had Arkham City, we had Skyrim, we had Ocarina of
Skyrim
Time
was
3D.
huge. That's probably
we had
Game of the Year for
Skyward
most.
Sword.
Skyrim was like a big heavy hitter. Ow, I deserve that.
And we had Mario 3D Land as well.
See, that was my Game of the Year. I was that guy. I was the guy with the 3DS and the Mario 3D Land. No, like that birthday of that year, there were 4 games I got to choose between. Sonic Generations, 3D Land, Skyward Sword, and Sonic Generations again, but the 3DS version. I got everything but Skyward Sword. I decided I'm getting the new 3D Mario game on 3DS, because, you know, I had 3DS was new at the time, and Sonic Generations twice, because, 1, got to get the 3DS version. It's different. 2, it had Emerald Coast. You know what I'm about.
Dang, so 2011 was like a very important year for us.
Yeah, it was huge.
We had the
I would even
release of
argue
Minecraft.
2012.
So we had the Minecraft even.
The full release of Minecraft, right?
Yep.
Yep.
There was also obviously Sonic's 20th anniversary.
Oh, I feel
It
old.
was-
I remember getting Minecraft when it was like not even in version 1, like version 1,
Same. I
and it was
remember
just like I remember like the pricing for it was different. It was not as expensive as it like later it became more valuable because it was, you know, official release, but
Yeah.
we basically
We
got
had-
that early access.
The Nintendo 3DS release.
Yeah.
And what is probably the most important one on this list of all, June 6th, the day that Twitch first kicked off.
Yeah. Was that Justin.tv at the time, or?
It says on Wikipedia under twitch.tv, so I don't know if like that is the case.
I want to
but
say Justin.tv lasted longer than 2012, but if anyone in chat knows, correct me if I'm wrong. I want to say it was Justin.tv, and then I want to say Amazon bought it, and I want to say it was 2015 or something. But again, you know, I don't know what year that was, but I'm pretty sure they were Justin.tv at the time, because Matthew said he was around when it was Justin.tv.
Mhm. Oh, Kevin, I'm so sorry.
Got mauled, got eighth. I understand. Got Waluigi stadiumed.
It happens, Skaldic. Sometimes your best bet might be just waiting until a race gets finished and we're on like the map screen. Sometimes that's just what works best. And if it ain't connecting, then I'm sorry. I think it's just Nintendo pulling a Nintendo. Yeah, probably. Certified Nintendo moment. Having such characters, who are you thinking of playing?
There, I was quick enough to use the bathroom.
I was gonna say you got quick, like just in the nick of time.
Whew,
No,
okay.
I'm not about to buy it. I get you.
Oh, we're on this track. Okay. Well,
Yep.
not a bad track.
Yeah, it's definitely like pretty decent.
Simple enough.
I look at this track and I go, "Yep, that sure is cool mountain."
Yeah,
for
like
Sonic Racing.
Yeah, like design-wise, it's okay, but like that's like how it works. It works. It's a very simple track. But if you're like an Advent Toad fan if you're a Toshi fan, you'll like this level.
I didn't even say Toshi because like I
I
mixed
know,
up Toad
I
and
know.
Yoshi. I mixed up Yoshi and the vehicle Teddy Buggy.
I know. I just think it's a really fun name.
Gotta put me in one of those like Solicitor adverts. You got next and it wasn't your fault.
Not a spade.
what are you throwing?
They're
Throwing at
VHS tapes.
my bro. You can't eat that.
Keeps throwing movies at me.
What movies though?
That's a good question. That or they got the Pokemon collection on VHS and it's just one after another.
Okay, if you're throwing the Pokemon collection at him, I'll allow it.
Bro threw Pikachu's goodbye at my face. Woohoo! That was good. Okay, let's go.
Nice
Yeah,
job.
let's see what you got.
Nice blue shell. Go on. Maybe, maybe not. Listen.
Let's see. Can you, frick off? Ah! No!
This is why this like keeps consistently happening just on like the last like
always the
halfway through
last lap.
just bump, there you go.
It's over. I really shouldn't kill the game like that, holy frick. Pull that back before I frick up the online, I'm so sorry.
My dude almost hit the low tier god. You know what? You don't even deserve to see the victory screen.
You can all go to Hippo without me! Frieza! Sonic, no Sonic, yes! I ended up with 6th because of that. Little Pygmy, thank you so much for the stretch of posture redeem. Highly appreciate you.
You know what? I'll also take this chance to stretch.
Oh, yeah.
Holy Jesus, I needed that. Thank you.
My model looks dead on stream. That or high.
He's had that fresh kind of Chef Boyardee.
The comeback of the century. I'm gonna call that the rise and the fall for me.
Bird up.
Personally.
It wasn't just a comeback. You almost like made this guy quit.
Yeah. Dare I say lethal company.
I got rammed by so many shells that it felt like dodgeball when I was 9 years old.
God.
You just gotta catch him, Fivehead.
Second, heck yeah. Second's good. Second's good. I would have taken second. If I didn't make fricking die.
I'm gonna take a second, presses the switch home button.
No longer a streamer. I'm done. It's pretty traumatic, yeah. They fricked me over in the Toad Ice level that I don't care that much for, and I took that personally.
They fricked me. They fricked me like Garbanzo friends.
They fricked it. They fricked it like Garbanzo friends. Amiibo Festival. I don't care. Put a screenshot in Mute Talk. Let's go. I'll take a look at that here in a second. Oh, is it me being high?
Yeah, it is.
I had to think about that. It's me being high. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da. Starting to feel weirdly creative now. I don't know what I want to create, but I want to create something. Hey, that's awesome. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Go.
Good. Until
the
you got
stuff
those
that you
brain
wanna do.
juices going, run for it.
Sometimes what I do when I'm feeling creatively charged is I'll think of anything that I might need to do and I'll make a list of it, because even if I don't get to work on those projects, then at the very least I'm putting my creativity somewhere into doing something productive, and
Right.
you know, then the next time I get that feeling, I immediately know what I need to do and I can just get cracking on it.
Right. I will say, one of the best feelings I've had, and it's also a double-edged sword depending on my energy, is if I'm at work, but I really have the desire to go home and be creative, my creative juices get stronger, because being held back at work makes me feel like, man, I wish I could go home and do a thing. Like, it makes you almost, like, really want it. Problem, there are those days where I have that creative feel, but if I'm tired by the time I get home, I just, it drops. That does happen sometimes. I will say lately I've been very good about it. Like, I had work today. I felt fantastic by the time I came home, so, yeah.
I thought that a few times where, like, I go to the gym and I'm like, oh man, I really want to get creating something, that I get home and I'm like, I want to go to bed.
Oh.
First thing I'm going to create some 8 hours.
First thing I'm gonna create a nap.
Oh.
Wake up 8 hours later, scratches that. Sleep, not nap. Alright, that's done anyways.
Now on to the next thing. Man, I'm not feeling creative anymore.
Man, I don't feel so good.
Fall.
Sits for 4 hours.
Man, I really need to think about this.
God dang it. Gandhi?
No way, Wiggler.
It do be Friday.
Wiggler Friday, let's go.
But what if it was Wednesday?
It's heckin' Wednesday.
Let's see Mute Talk here real quick. I got everybody and their mother decided to finally reply to something I said in general chat earlier at like this hour. Like, why are people pinging me now?
Messages to Zach and Sonic in this time of day, in this part of the Discord, localized entirely within the general chat.
I'll go for LA. I don't know why, but reading you put, he looks like he's about to serve me some fresh spaghetti. I thought of the C word.
What? Oh, okay.
Yeah, just because of the term serving.
See us serving some fresh.
Quick, help me, guys. What OC should I focus my weird creativity into? Castlevania, Dragon Ball, or Sonic?
Do Sonic.
Yeah, there you go. Do Sonic. So what I do when I have a chance, I open up Discord and write down ideas into a channel I got in my personal server. I do the same thing. If I have an idea, but I feel like I'm going to forget it, I write it in my own little personal like notes thing on my Discord, and I go home. Or like I've gotten even to the point I'm like I want to figure out my like Twitch schedule for the week, but I need to I don't have the time. I'm going to work. On my breaks, I'll go on my like little Discord channel, check my notes and go, okay, what days haven't I not filled yet? What are my ideas? And then I'll write it down. I'll come home and go, okay, that's what I wrote down, and then open up Photoshop, make my schedule, blah, blah, blah.
I might get like a Trello like you said that you do Spade,
Smart.
but for me, I make a Google Doc of it because I use Opera. Whenever I turn my computer on and off, it immediately boots Opera, and it boots to the last tab that I had open, so I make sure to close my computer on that Google
That's
Doc
fair.
tab so that it immediately boots up, and I've got my list right there, and I'm immediately reminded what I need to do.
I was gonna say Trello or Google Doc is perfectly good.
Because like most of the work I do is just on it, like my web browser, like writing, for example, or getting stuff for video editing.
That's
just
fun.
like, it's right there.
The bathroom.
All
right, everybody, hold hands. That's a red shell.
I'm gonna brown.
I'm gonna brown. You know, everybody. If you, okay, I was gonna say, if you keep aiming for me, we'll never get that first.
Then they get away.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm not salty. I'm just sudsy.
Yeah, he's not salty. He's just soapy.
Exactly.
Jesus, you're being overtaken by like everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, my donut's dunked. Nobody gave me the opportunity to attack it with it first. Wow.
Sometimes the wizard says no.
Isn't it true? Blue shell for him. That's another one!
That's enough slices!
Get fricked. Me 1 second. I love this community. The next second, die.
Oh, I'm gonna get you. Ooh.
Worth a shot.
Yeah, it's a try.
I didn't think bro was gonna fly away.
I like how, like, when the AI, like, took control away from you, it just, like, kind of skirted around the tap.
Oh, yeah, bath time. Time to get the toothpaste.
That is some fresh toothpaste.
Gooey.
I don't think you can make toothpaste moldy.
What you using, bro? I've never seen toothpaste like that. It's kind of gray. Hey, you said moldy.
God.
I forgot. I forgot
Hmm?
TMNT and Naruto were getting a freaking comic together.
Yeah.
Freaking forgot about it.
Every time I have a store that's full of like records and just like general nerd stuff. And whenever I go in there, I always take a look at the comic section, and I get flashbanged by the one copy of the Street Fighter and TMNT crossover comic that they have for sale.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, that is a thing, isn't it?
It seems more TMT sided when it comes to crossovers as opposed to the others. I say that as Street Fighter is notorious for crossing over.
I mean, what we had that whole when the Worlds Collide saga for Sonic and Mega Man happened, they then expanded it to Capcom, and
yeah,
obviously Street Fighter took part.
So when you connect the dots,
Smash Brothers is canon. And that means you can connect the dots to Banjo because of.
I was gonna say if it's the only way I can connect it, I am here.
But there's two because you know Smash and
yeah, they've met twice. It's obvious they're bowling buddies.
They meet up every now and again. They get like a Hadouken. I don't know.
I still like telling people like, canonically to me, Sonic and Pac-Man are bowling buddies, but Mario's the friend that like says they're gonna try to show up next time, but they don't.
Mario's like the kind of guy. So like. I think Mario, Sonic, Pac-Man, Banjo, right? They like regularly go like bowling with each other. Sonic and Pac-Man turn up every time. They have a great time in the arcade, you know, and have a great time bowling. Mario tries to show up, but just happens to end up missing it because of like planning conflicts and just stuff randomly cropping up, like Peach being kidnapped on a random basis.
Yeah.
And then Banjo sometimes shows up, and then like he's just sat there minding his own business, and then like. Grunty just like flies through the window, grabs him by the neck, and then just flies off.
Banjo's definitely the friend that like shows up every now and then, but nobody dogs on them for it because like we get you, Banjo, we get you. But when Mario doesn't show up, it's like you promised.
It's because like he just doesn't like at the very least with Mario like. Sorry, at the very least with like Banjo, like he just gets robbed away from things without even like getting a chance to like talk about it, he just doesn't get to enjoy a moment of peace, does he?
Right. Yeah, mother ducker. That's a bullet bill.
Just barely missing that cloud.
Yeah. Have no fear, Bones is here. You left? Nunny?
Round me bones.
Swept away when we weren't looking.
That's what you get for being bones.
You know what that calls for?
What?
Fish.
Oh, fish! I'm still laughing because, like, we talk about bones and it reminds me of that one, like, Pixar mom video.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the guy gets to, like, what's that one, like, film for, like, the Mexican Day of the Dead holiday, like, Luca or something?
Coco.
Yeah, Coco, that was it. And Woody, like, gets to the mom and then he's like, no, she doesn't count, she's literally bones!
Yeah. That one's funny. I'll take fourth, I suppose. Could be better.
You almost got second, and then
Yeah.
that singular red shell just screwed up.
It's always red shells. I've survived more blue shells than red shells at the end, and that says something. Red shells just show up and get the job done. Blue shells kind of linger for a sec. They might, I've crossed the finish line, frick you. Red shells are just like, hi, ugh. Watch this, Rolf. Ugh. Alright.
Why did you just hit the
You've been hit by Singapore. Alright, I'm back. Welcome back, Omega. You've been T-boned. Your family went out the window altogether. One of these days we're gonna pay for it, I understand.
Our sins, they will be answered for.
Me who goes through the windshield, I understand. Don't feel so good.
It's gonna be like a bus. I wonder who has a higher chance of being hit by a bus, me or you?
I think I just got hit by a train. I had to take my aggressions out.
Like a lot of the roads that I regularly walk down are like patrolled by like buses, so
yeah.
I wonder if I have a higher likelihood of being hit by a bus than you.
That's a good question. What's the high chance of something killing us? For Zonic, it's a bookshelf. Why? Because you're surrounded by bookshelves. Oh.
What's like the highest chance of something killing me? It'd probably be my computer blowing up right next to me.
I think for me, it would definitely have to be...
Or choking on like the food that's right next to me.
There you go. I would just need the roof to collapse on me personally.
Yeah, I bet. See, I would have picked the roof, but I'm like... The roof / floor is like so thin that I don't think it'll hurt me, I'm gonna be honest.
That's fair. I have a blue shell.
A delicious treat.
Oh, that ruined my day.
Yum is.
And there went my gold. The frickin'...
Oh.
Oh my Christ. Who is, like, ruining my day? Aurora. Come here.
Oh, frick.
Crashing in the walls, enjoying yourself. Did you just heart in the chat when you were racing? That's why you crashed.
I hope you crash.
I mean, I respect it, but...
I hope you crash into a family of 4 on the highway.
Oh no! This bot's gonna be a yellow dollar symbol.
Oh, you hit that shock dodge, nice.
Not very ad-friendly.
Listen, they can un-ad friendly it as much as they want. It's not gonna help the family of 4.
They got that YouTube premium subscription, no more ads, because no more... It's terrible.
Which is good, because they're gonna need that money for paying for hospital bills instead.
I was gonna say to pay for the funeral for that one. god.
And this is why we're going to hell, chat.
Before we die.
We're going to Heffel before we piffle.
The swells.
That might be the other reason why we're going to hell.
Potentially. That's your last one. I'm about to do a thing. That's perfectly fine.
Alright then.
I expect it.
Thank you
I
very
figured you gave up when you started typing on the side of the road. But...
Nebula, I'm so sorry.
What happened? Your controller disconnected? Oh no. Kit Kat. Listen, it's not about winning, it's about sending a message. Stop, just purely stop sending messages. Have you considered not typing?
You considered sending the message of winning? You don't have to type for that.
Yeah, let your actions speak for your words. You make a fair point.
I have. Doesn't look like it.
Kit Kat.
I'm trying to open
I
like some
have.
weird, like, chocolate cone thing that I got from Hungary.
Aurora really said, I have considered it. Nah. I respect it. I respect it.
Yeah,
GG's have a good stream? Yeah, thank you, Aurora. Appreciate you. Also, I saw the Princess Orange sign on this level. I'm like, alright, but who's Princess Orange?
Daisy sobbing like a ball of alcohol in her hand.
It can't be Daisy. They're a daisy.
With what color is the dress?
But orange
Daisy.
is but orange is the fruit. We're having this debate.
What color is an orange?
Why didn't they go with Apple Princess? Because she's allergic to apples.
I thought you, like, because I said what color is an orange, and I thought your answer was just going to be, why don't they call it apple?
Yeah. They really should have went with apple. Didn't lock in. Loser.
Why don't they call it apple when you part out eat of the cold fruit?
I'm gonna let that one happen. I know what I'm about, chat. I know what I'm about.
so does our DMs, unfortunately.
I called someone a dingling earlier for what I just did.
Oh.
It was one of those, like, you hit by blue shell. Okay, slow down, hit them with another thing, pass them up.
Oh god, that's gross.
Specifically slowed down. He's evil. But you know what it gets, baby? It gets results. I'm here.
You can call me evil, but you know what you can't call me? A loser, because look at that number 1.
I have a number 1, baby.
Sir, that's an 11. Oh.
You have 2 ones. You're a loser. Oh. Weeps and I should have bought an Xbox. Time to get up the Lachanka. I was so worried if anybody came in 11th. I just said, hey, I came in 11th. I'm a loser. Like, no. It was an NPC.
Loser.
We're good.
You're a loser.
We're good. You got 4th? 4th's not bad, though. I was getting 4th there for the longest time. Holy frick. Good job, Zonic. Thank you. I appreciate that, Salami.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel like a... Well, okay, I felt like a jerk about that one, but I felt like I also heard it.
After all, like, the frick that you've been put through.
Exactly.
And now it's back to being fricked over.
Now it's back to being fricked over. DK snowboard cross.
Me when I cross my snowboard.
Shows up the DK mount, there's somebody there. Ah, I picked the wrong place.
I've been playing Mario Kart in so long that I completely oh, wait, no, okay, I'm an idiot. Okay, so, earlier me and Shay were having a conversation, and she called it DK Snowball Cross, and then said, oh, whatever the European version of it's called, which led me to believe that DK Snowball Cross was the American name for it. It's not, it's the other way around.
Right. Well, since it happened, I'm picking tracks that I can drive very well on so I can get insane breakaways. Eee.
Everybody, shoot that man.
Everybody get out your guns. There's more than one way to win a race. And pow, kablooey, I see Waluigi's brains at the back of his head. Wow.
I'm sorry, Waluigi was Joy-Con drift.
You get like the poopiest sound when his brains flab.
Oh god. I did not want to imagine that while I'm seeing the last of like my chocolate thing.
I like this course. This is a good one. Da 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 da.
I feel like, in general, like I think most of the ice courses in this game are just kind of mediocre.
That's fair. This one's probably one of the better ones, but still.
Like, I think it has a really like good beginning and ending part, but the middle of it's just kind of
That's fair.
Rosalina's Ice World, the first half of it is fantastic, and then once you get into the cave, it's like, oh, okay. And then that one that you did with like the, well, what's it called?
Jesus Christ!
Like the Toad ones just fell like mid the entire way through.
Yeah, the Toad one's mid as frick. That's not good. That's no bueno. No.
How many blue shells?
I took 2 up the butt just now.
That's one of like my favorite things about my Kart build is that like the timing that you got for like both blue shells just then. My Kart has like a weird kind of like invulnerability thing where it increases the amount of iframes I get whenever I get hit. So I probably would have survived one of those blue shells.
Dang, I was really hoping that bomb would work. That's a blue shell. Do what you gotta do.
To be fair, that was a pretty sick bomb.
True. Woo! Dang, good game though. Good game. Cannot argue with that.
If that's what's necessary to win.
True.
Wait, what?
Wait, what's up?
Oh, because it's something to do with the final Dark Beginnings episode that I thought was really neat, and then I realized, oh wait, you haven't said it. I'm gonna shut up.
I just read the stream staff thing. I was just like, huh? Calm down. We were in on that. Let's see. Back to my DK Summit. Super Mario Sunshine GIF. Are we getting a good one? Let's see. Yeah, no, like no, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not.
Oh. Oh. Oh no. Chat, I don't like this anymore.
What a terrible way to go. We need another one. Hold on, I'm copying and pasting what you wrote. We're doing that again.
Let's run it back.
There you go. That's a good
okay,
animation.
Yeah, that's good.
Now I'll never unsee it. It's all your fart.
What?
Huh? That was the most legitimate what?
Huh?
Yo, Felonious, welcome on in, dude.
Hey, bud.
Well, you know what? Whoa, lightning pretty early on. It's Thursday, isn't it? Friday for you, but
lightninged you back to Thursday.
Dude, I went for a joke, but I underlined it so low that it really wasn't a joke.
Oh.
I said it, you know, I said it's Thursday, isn't it? I said that the most American way I could say it.
Oh. Okay. I'm not spelling out the rest of the joke for the people in chat.
Yeah, no. I wanted to say the original one. I was like, nah, I'm gonna get crucified for that.
And if one of you does, I'm gonna deck you.
Forehead smash. Ah! For that toad out there. That banana's for you, Toshi. I was gonna laugh if any of those landed. Ain't no way.
Are you playing in the screen chat?
Omega? Would you like to explain yourself?
You're being put to sentence in front of the court. How do you plead?
I believe that's certified role-playing in the chat. I'll have you know in subsection B13.
Isn't that the code for T-boning a family of 4?
Said I'm gonna go play Sparking Zero. Yeah, that's right. Hide.
You've been deemed as cringe by the council. You must now play Sparking Zero to atone.
Yeah, to atone for your sins. Goodbye, Bulma, Trunks, and even you, Kakarot.
Hand on shoulder, maybe don't call your attack final.
Anyway, go to get going. That sounds good, Retro Gamer Kevin. I should
Yeah.
just say Kevin, but yeah, thank you so much for playing with us.
Yeah, thank you for being here, everyone.
Yeah. Alright. Thanks for streaming, you're very welcome.
Yeah, man.
Let's see, we're gonna do... I'm gonna go ahead and set ourselves up for another 12. We'll just kind of go from there.
Mm-hmm.
Had to start, but the Super Thunder took it from me. I feel that.
And my worst enemy. Man, I can't wait for like that SRB 2K day.
Same. Me and the homies hate Thunder. I wasted my summer being scared. Polonius commits a felony. It's spreading. TikTok clock, let's go. Tong and bong torture. But yeah, after these 12 particular races, if things will pick up, we'll either end stream or I might play a little Mario 64. I don't really know if I don't know. Part of me kind of wants to just end it just because I could use that time to just work on some other stuff and go to bed at an appropriate hour. But
that seemed probably a good idea.
Yeah. If anything, I can always set up a Mario 64 thing next week. Ow.
Yeah, that's true.
If I want. Wow. Your Honor, my defense, he frickin' deserved it. No, it's fair. Not a bad idea, to be honest. Yeah. I usually do Mario Kart streams up until midnight, but...
Yeah.
Midnight, 12:30 a.m., whichever comes first. Yeah, we'll be taking a hiatus from the rest of Mario Kart for the rest of the month, because I have plans for a Mario Kart stream in November. We're just going to carry out the rest of this month doing some other such. Yeah, get one this month. Nope. Not getting out of this chair. Frick off, kindly. Whoa, thanks for the subscription. Enjoy that ad-free viewing and the lovely emotes. We hope you enjoy your stay at the Zack and Zonic Cinema. Yo! Thank you so much for the subscription, Bird Girl, for 24 months. Heck yeah. Enjoy the ad-free viewing and the lovely emotes. I just realized my notification did not properly update the entire way, but that's okay. I will fix that later.
Hey, thank you, Becca.
Yeah, appreciate you. 2 whole years. You probably got a new Z badge. I just fricked myself over.
They fricked us.
Like our bonzo friends. That's a good
Oh.
Mario 64 gif. What could go wrong?
I can't believe, like, watching
Yeah,
that back
no.
on stream, like the nastiest shock dodge you've ever seen, and then you fly off the edge.
Yeah. I'll take it. But yeah, let's see. Burgirl said, "Hey Zonic, I'm going to do a thing. What's this? I've been sub to you for over 2 years, man. How does time fly? Time does fly. That's
It
insane.
does.
There's only like
No.
a handful of people who've been subbed for like 2 years, and it's like crazy to me because like I only, I started VTubing on YouTube and whatnot, but like when I moved over to Twitch, like when I see people who have been subbed for 2 years, that shows like how long I've been on Twitch now. Like a couple people doing that, just it shows like how long I've converted over, and I'm pretty happy here. So that's a nice, lovely reminder.
And glad that you've been around this long as well, Burgo. Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate you. Sorry, Luigi.
Sorry, Linguini.
Let's see. Wario Stadium? I don't think we've been here yet. Sees the title second race, gets a little intimidated. That's the second one after the first.
I can't believe it. You're telling me the 1 + 1 = 2?
Christ, I'm scared. What am I gonna do?
That'll put the fear of God in you.
Dice goes heaven. God, I've got a question. Why numbers? Numbers killed my grandma. I gotta see my grandma. Hey,
So
Mr.
you misheard what you said. I thought you were saying that you were gonna power scale your grandma, and I was like, what?
Power skill grandma. I kinda wanna try to. I shouldn't, but
Honestly, I think she's on Universe Plus too.
I appreciate that.
I mean, who else can, rewrite reality by turning a cookie tin into a bunch of, knitting stuff, even if it was stuff freshly brought?
You know what's funny? Speaking of like power scaling stuff, when I went to the arcade a couple weeks back with GK, I actually did decide to hit one of those like punching bag machine things. And typically what a high number is when you punch one of those is anywhere between like 600, 700 plus. I ended up getting like 760 something.
Dang, nice.
It was pretty good, all things considered. Like nothing crazy, but I was like, that's not bad. I always get embarrassed to do those though, because everybody was just in line for drinks and food. And people were playing pool nearby, and you see this guy go, oh, and do a freaking punching bag.
It's fun. Listen,
It's fun though, yeah.
Well, like I do that sometimes as well.
Now I remember when me, Matthew, and a couple others went on like that one vacation a couple years back. They had a kicking version of it. Let me tell you, my legs are stronger. Somebody like put in for it, but like never did it, and the thing was just kickable at that point. I went up to it, I went, like laid into it. My legs are way stronger, and that was I'd argue that was when I was actually like in a bit of a training arc at that point.
Yeah.
So like my legs were just ready. Why do you laugh like that, Chad? Ah, spooky.
the evil.
That's my dad right there.
God, I needed that stretch.
No, that's fair. I've had streams where like I'm sitting there and I'm like, am I allowed to stretch if nobody redeems it? Because
I just don't even recognize that I need to, and then I finally do, and it's like, oh, my bones.
Guess you should have used the red shells. I definitely dropped the ball during that race. Like the last like 20 seconds, I got so into that conversation about punching the thing that like I wasn't thinking about what I was doing anymore. Like, whoops. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da. Three.
3.
4. Take
9.
it back, everybody. This game's winner is 10.
Well, that's because 7, 8, 9.
I always love the one I say. This game's winner is capitalism. Dunk your donuts! Woo! That went flying. Not exactly what I thought that would do. Bombs?
I see this track and like, I immediately think of the fucking Excite Bike theme. But I don't know why.
That's fair. Oh, good thing I landed on a boost pad.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I had one earlier where I did not land on the boost pad, let me tell you. Way. I'm doing it, Dad. I'm so bored. Oh, God.
What the hell was that jump?
What the heck was that?
I think you're gonna get a really good item from this. Yeah, there you go.
Yeet.
I've been playing on like a few COD servers in recent. I saw one of them had a mod that when you use like an SPB, it gives you sneakers the moment you use it.
That's funny.
I was like, yeah, I get to throw a blue shell and keep pace with everyone else. That's awesome.
That is awesome. Nah.
For a
I
wall
don't
time
do
star. Nah.
Yeah!
Ooh, nice curve.
That's what I like doing right there.
Yeah, I think taking like that inside curve like that's the fastest way to take the corner.
Agreed. Oh, well, you know what? Frick
Oh.
yourself. My
Oh, but
mushrooms!
you're in glider, so
Yeah, thankfully I'm still flying, so it gives me a bit of an advantage here. Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? That also helps.
you're getting like little slices of everything to help
Ooh,
you.
here we go. Okay. Give it a
Sup,
bit.
everyone?
Give it a
I
bit.
missed this place.
Thank you, Fazbones.
Give it a bit. Give it a bit.
So, everyone, I missed this place.
Would have worked if it had sent through. Yo, I can't see.
Out of my way.
Then the Seribot coming through doing an extra bit.
Thank you a little bit.
A little bit. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the cinema. It's good to have you, bud. I will gladly take my second to eat a Kit Kat.
Delicious.
Here, you can have one. So I'm going to land one right here for you. There you go. Actually landed on my microphone. I shouldn't do that.
Kit Kat flip.
Me like a year or two later. Why is my microphone no longer working? Also me feeding chocolate to the microphone. Hello. Welcome on in. It's good to see you, bud. Hope you're having a lovely day.
Hope you doing well.
Oh, God.
Yes, that is me, Fazbones.
Picked that Kit Kat wrong. You put me in an odd mood for Rosalina's Ice World, even though I'm not the biggest fan of it, ironically.
I'm not either, but I mean, Sean may as well get it out of the way. I just woke up. Well, good morning.
Fine.
Oh my God.
Also, welcome to the land of the awake.
Land of the Awakening. Yes, hi.
I see someone in frickin' stream avatars called Totally Not Papacito.
Yeah, it's Broly.
I don't know who that is, but thank you.
That's really funny.
I love that name. That frickin' it reminds you of that Eggman, a robotic thing from the Sonic movie. Papu Papu. Finally, Eggman's dad.
I'm
you think-
doing pretty okay with Fazbones.
I was gonna say, do you think with the Sonic 3 movie that Gerald Robotic is gonna be the dad to the grandfather? What do you think?
But Eggman,
Because he calls him Papa in the trailer, so I'm wondering.
maybe.
There's only logical way he could be alive, because if it was his grandfather, and after all that time, I feel like he'd be dead. Unless he found a way to just hang around, I don't know. It's still confusing.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like the events of the games and the events of the movies aren't congruous. They're just taking elements and
Yeah,
putting it into a
they
new
can be their own
story.
thing. Right. And I'm all for it. Obviously, the movies aren't following the games one for one.
I might join, though if I do, I'll probably play real bad. Hello, my fellow European friend.
Yo, let's go.
Listen, we don't do like any like serious racing here. It's all in good fun.
Oh yeah, no, it's totally all in good fun. Sometimes we do have some pros that pop through and like will try their best and whatnot. We're not like ones to discriminate against that either. People are here just to have a good time, and if they're enjoying it
But
that
if
way.
you do,
Now, if you're like one of the people that are like, haha, in your face, yeah, that's not welcome here. But otherwise, yeah, we play for fun. Nice little way to get to know one another.
yeah.
I'm gonna say that. Come here, Felonious. Come here.
we're gonna get real familiar.
Nutty. We're gonna get real familiar. That was that Nintendo Online. You didn't quite hit them. Oh,
Got
you
the
know.
Nintendo sauce.
At least it wasn't the bomb.
Which, to be fair, they also probably could have also had like a mushroom or something.
That's true. Do. Good
Good
lord, my
lord, my
stream was
streams.
far behind. Oh yeah, I probably
So-
had to refresh.
Chad, if your stream ever gets far behind, what you want to do is just hit pause, give it a second, and then unpause it, and it'll bring it up as close as it can.
Right. I felt very off-put by all that.
What?
But just, no, everyone had, like, speed-ups to be able to take that shortcut. I had to do it the old-fashioned way because I was stuck with a horn, so I went from second to fourth. I'm not actually
Yeah.
mad. I was just being funny.
There's
I
so many
was...
courses like that, like Cheeseland, where that
They
happens.
do.
It's like, oh,
Like
okay.
that, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I was gonna say, so I've come to realize, at least for me, if I have a stream open and it's, like, in a tab and I go to other tabs, for some reason that brings the stream behind at some point. So...
I've noticed it does that if I don't have the audio playing, because I think it just considers, like, just pausing the stream to save resources.
Right.
Which, unfortunately, also causes any advertisements I'm watching without audio to pause if I'm not tabbed in.
Right.
Hey, welcome in, Lobit.
Yeah, welcome on in. Glad we can race with you here. Ah, from France. Let's go.
So many green me's.
Green bees. My community be like.
Yeah,
Why was that cannon loud as balls? I think my eardrums burst.
Got a brick throw through your window.
And just for good measure, love the community.
Just love you guys anyway. Bye.
Boo! I deserve that. I understand.
It's just how it goes.
No!
You
Oh,
better get
for
us move on.
Looks at the stream avatars. Go, Broly! Go, go! Go, Broly! Go, go! The OC has been made. Hey, let's go!
Hey,
Quick
let's
work.
go. If you're in our server, you can put them in arts and crafts.
Yeah, we'd love
Love
to
to
see
see
it.
him.
That's my fault. I'm not using this till I get to the other side. This is automatic. And we should move.
Okay, every bot is dead.
Well, check that out.
Green has Cohen, Noah.
Done a.
Solid
look at
Snake
that after
versus
this race.
Mighty. Hey, well done, Snake. I shall take a look now.
Hoping one of these land. Oh, you're in frickin' trouble now. I practically had 5 red shells. Well, that's wow. That's enough slices. We gotta move. I hear sound. And I need to move my cheeks as fast as they can go. That's me about to frickin' ruin everything. I cannot believe what I've done. No freaking way!
I cannot believe you just did that.
Did you see that?
I did.
Oh my god. No freaking way.
I cannot believe you.
Oh. Felonious, are you okay?
That was evil.
After that, I don't even know how that bomb was yours. Oh my god. They literally were that close to the finish line. I beefed my turns. Dude, there ain't no freaking way.
I cannot believe it.
I'm grabbing that one. I cannot believe what I just witnessed. Holy freaking crap. Was that it? Is that the... No, that's a... Ooh. Let's see. I'm gonna pick... Course. Decisions shall be made. Toad circuit.
Well, if you want to lock in Dram, go for it, but I'm gonna warn you, this hedgehog's pretty good.
You're gonna let me unleash my lounge energy. It's not pleasant and very competitive and very good at taking lines, aka hard focus. That's fair.
You better not drop that ball then, because this man, he's gonna get you.
It's also we have the spring trap on the course.
Trap.
I'm just saying.
Now everyone's green.
It's time like this. I'm glad I'm like super competitive. Like my dad is very competitive. I can be, but I'm glad I'm like level headed about it. Cause like if I had like full throttle what my dad has, I don't think people would like me.
I think I used to be kind of like of that caliber, but I've learned to kind of like round myself out like as time goes on. Cause...
Not that being competitive is bad or anything. It's just more so like in terms of how somebody might go about it.
Yeah, like it's nice to use it as a drive to keep pushing, but when you use it as a method to insult others and use it in a form of superiority, then that's the point where it starts drawing problems.
Right. Like my goal at Days In, no matter what, is to have a good time and represent a good place.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you know, you always try to do your best and all that kind of such. I say that as I read and drive. Bop, bop. You be Springtrap. Ayy.
I was gonna say you designed that well.
Fed be Fab Bear. Bombs. That's throwing it forward, you butthole.
Tried to bomb the crowd.
The casualties. I can't T-bone when I'm in the stadium, but I sure as heck can throw a bomb to the crowd.
That's not... No.
If anything, it's worse. Hi.
Nice throw.
Nice
art. Nice cock. Uh-oh.
I can try. I can try.
You tried to slow down.
I can try. I know. I know it's not. It's not the tastiest strategy, but I can try. That banana throw though. Effing green shells got in the way.
I cannot
Jesus
believe.
Christ.
Yeah, both your red shells swallowed up and then hit by the third one. That was evil.
Yeah, that's okay. Still a very fun match. I like the Excite Bike Stadium.
The only time I was competitive was when I was with my best friend with GoProds. I'm not that much anymore. Yeah, I get you.
I feel that.
Sometimes, it's not nice to go through, but oftentimes you don't really know what it's like or kind of like what the stopping point is until something kind of negative happens that kind of says, yeah, you need to stop.
Ain't no way somebody released a frickin' Vegeta's hair as a VTuber
You just saw
asset.
that as well.
Yeah. That's crazy, dude. Well, I've been blessed with the VTuber mama who's given me my own hair shape. Wait, you can actually go super, though. I'll put it on Zach. That's what I'll do. Nunny. I've been catching up on My Hero Academia to where, because the movie's coming out. Well, it's already came out, but I think I'm watching it this Saturday. So I was like, I was trying to catch up on the episodes, and seeing the bald head on that me, even though they were turned around, I was like, oh my god, it's All for One. I was like, it's him, it's the bad guy. And then they turned around, I'm like, no, that's another FNAF character. Is it me, or am I the only me that isn't green? Probably.
No, more green.
Joins no longer. But yeah, I remember like in the early days of the internet, I would hang out with friends that like took some games maybe just a little too seriously. And again, I'd say like when you're young, and depending on like your livelihood, you might tend to just lean into angrier emotions and whatnot. But that being said, I'm sure I've had my competitive days. I'm definitely not as bad as I used to be. I think being an entertainer has helped that in that regard, because I'm just now purely here for like fun. But I'm at the point, like, if I hang out with somebody and I'm doing a stream and like they're like super competitive and they actually let it get to them, I don't like want to bring that kind of vibe into my streams, as mean as that sounds. Well, I guess it's more honest. It's not mean, but just got to be safe about that kind of thing. Because, I want to give people, like, a good time when they're here and not, like, stress somebody. The second you see the streamer get stressed, everybody starts to worry. And I've done that a couple times. It's very rare. It's very rare that I've done that to anybody, but I've had those. And they don't feel good. I'm going to let Salami pass me up. I didn't get an item. I want to get my Nukem duped. Yep, there it is. Red shell. Oh. Ooh, fair enough. Unfortunate. That's so bad. I'm gonna let you pass me. Nope! I'm proud of that. That wasn't too bad.
Keep moving.
All the Mario Karts. Why was Tor in there? I got beat up. They beated me up. I was trying to have fun, and they blue shelled me. And then I cried for 3 hours. I'm just a magnet for bombs tonight.
I think we all.
I've had a couple bombs tonight that like I throw forward and I screw my Freddy Fazbear. Sorry, but yeah, I've thrown a couple bombs forward where it kind of screws me over as well. But I'm like, you know what? We both go down. Apparently, that's my style. As you can probably tell, a lot of my Mii's are FNAF characters. I'm all for it. We've actually we've had a lot of Mario Kart streams before in the past where somebody comes in and they show up like all their Mii's and whatnot, and it usually ends up being a pretty funny time.
Yeah, if you got some fun Mii's, go for it, as long as none of them are offensive. Correct.
How'd that pass through Nintendo sensors? How'd they get in there?
Freddy Faber time. See,
Freddy
you get it.
Faber time. Freddy Fassington.
Oh my god, look at the name of the Mii.
Which one?
The Freddy Fazbear.
Yeah, Freddy Faber.
Freddy Faber.
Oh, frick.
I can't believe I just got bombed by Freddy Faber.
Finally.
A dream come true.
I've been dreaming. I had this dream of Freddy Fazbear bombed my entire house, and I woke up and I was like, I wish that were real. Please don't miss your gate. Thank you.
Oh, dude, just barely caught it.
I needed that mushroom. That was a mushroom moment.
At a time, like the last time I remember we raced on this course,
Ready?
Deku for like one stream.
I don't like Freddy hiding back there.
I went through like we went through this track. I saw the master sword dip down, so I went to go around the side path. And this, like, the second it was finished dipping down, it just immediately like teleported itself back up again. So I missed it completely, and I was like, "What? Huh?"
Ah! Just hoping to clip that corner. That's funny. And anybody remember that crossover Sonic had with Skyward Sword? Oh yeah, for Sonic Lost World.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was pretty cool.
I enjoy playing it every now and again, and also that crossover is the single reason that the Bomb Wisp in Lost World has any use.
If I had a nickel for every time my character Sonic was in a game that involved The Legend of Zelda, I would have 2 nickels. I know that's not a whole lot, but what are the odds? There's my Ocarina of Time mod, and then there's Sonic Lost World.
I still think it's funny because, like, what they give you the Bomb Wisp is like this massive, like, pre-order bonus for, like, the Deadly Six pack or whatever they called it, and it's so useless in the base game that the only reason you'd ever want it is just for, like, the specific secret areas in the Legend of Zelda zone.
Yeah. Also, not gonna lie, now that I'm realizing this, like, I like thought about the other day. I was like, when am I gonna like do streams of like my mods and stuff? I never really thought about Lost World. I'm like, dude, I could totally do that sometime soon.
Yeah, you totally could.
Yeah. They're really cool. You know what? Forget the other items. We got a shmove. I tried. The effort was made.
Made it. Oh well, that's not bad.
Yo, it's Witch Hunter. How's it going?
Yeah. Hope you're doing well.
How's the cart? The cart is going good. We're having a lot of fun. How are you doing today? Your Honor, arrest this stream for messing up the meme. Arrest the stream? Yeah, you can go ahead and arrest the stream. I'm almost done with it. I will move on and go to bed and have a nice rest and live my day.
Oh.
Go ahead and arrest specifically this VOD. Unless you meant stream. Unless you meant streamer, which in that case...
The advertisement's already fricked. Feel free to.
You see the final Dark Beginnings? Not yet, unfortunately. Lunar has.
Yeah. So no spoilers.
Kept messing up this time. I understand. High roll circuit probably just didn't feel good today, and we just have to give it some time alone. We'll come back later.
The sparkles on the crown were like in that Mii's eye for like a second. I thought he had like glowing yellow eyes, and I was like, oh.
You got that 5 hit.
How else do you think you wear a crown like that?
Finally, Toad Circuit. You all wanted this, yeah?
Out of all the options you could have picked, you picked the most basic one that was on the entire list. No way, is that Urple guy?
Urple guy?
I'm liking the names.
Try it while everyone else kills each other. Nyom. True. It's one of those things, like, they take a high lead because they're really good at the game, so, like, anybody who's in second's trying to catch up and fight back, but anybody who's in third or before just absolutely brings down second, and there's just, like, no catching up.
It's like the meme of, like, you know, like the people in the church, and they're all, like, sequentially holding a gun to the back of the other's head, like, going further and further on.
Exactly.
And, like, me just walking by outside the church in first place.
Right. You know, gotta beef that one. They're definitely doing that, like, what's it called, snaking type technique.
Yeah, which is something that's pretty good.
Yeah, it definitely was super effective in a Mario Kart DS. I'm sure
it's
it does.
Pretty effective here as well.
Yeah.
Because if you've got a vehicle with a high mini turbo stat, then it's just faster than driving straight.
Right.
That, and it makes you harder to hit as well.
2 more bombs.
Delicious.
Fortunately, I'm too far away to really make those effective, so...
Yeah, I was gonna say, you could probably just drop one.
Yo, we getting a raid?
Melody.
Let's go.
Light
Yeah,
Melody
welcome
just
in.
raided with 5
Yo,
views.
Light Melody, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in, Raiders. We are currently playing some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, having a nice chill night. It is a joinable session, so if anybody ever wants to pop in for some matches, by all means, pop on in. Would love to have you.
Yeah.
Hope you had a lovely stream. You'll have to let me know what you were streaming tonight and how well your stream went. Thank you for bringing your very fantastic community on over. Hello, hello. Yeah, good old shout out for Light Melody. Hope you're doing good tonight.
We got you.
Yeah, we got you. But yeah, for anybody who's curious as to who I am Zonic. You can also call me Zach. I'm a variety streamer. I play mostly platformers. So if you like Super Mario, Sonic the Hedgehog, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, that kind of thing, this is your hotspot. I also play a little bit of everything, really. So I'm a variety streamer. I tend to dabble into all sorts of games. That's kind of my ballpark. So, but yeah, I think I saw a vote in this game for. I forgot what I saw some people voting for, but it sounded like a good idea.
Hey, Isabel. No, Z hasn't watched the new thing yet. I have.
Yeah, I've not seen it yet. I was kind of waiting to watch it with somebody. Trying to remember what people were voting for. Moo Moo Meadows. I saw Moo Moo Meadows in there. I'm gonna help with that one. Doot 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 doot.
Well, I mean, stretch like so many times today. I think once stream's done, I'm probably just gonna get up and walk around.
No, that's fair. If you gotta do what you gotta do, I understand.
Ooh, Reese's.
Yeah, good, Isabel. Yeah, Z's just trying to avoid spoilers for it.
Yeah. I mean, granted, I probably wouldn't lose sleep over it being spoiled, but
I mean, wait, you're a couple minutes away. You may as well.
also, not to mention, not everybody's necessarily seen it. Wouldn't want to spoil chat.
Yeah, true.
All I've heard so far is that it's made people cry. Or sad.
Yeah, it's very emotional.
I like that. I like crying.
Where?
Yo, I just realized it's Balloon Boy in the game now. Ah! I did that to myself. I want a different item. All these flavors can be decided to be spooky. Sweet.
Fantastic job. Oh, bye.
Pop, pop.
Pyramid. Papu Papu is free.
No.
It cannot be.
Papu Papu is free? Likely. Definitely need some new items. Let's go with the red shell. Oh. Yeah, let Nelly and frickin' Balloon Boy take the lead.
I don't like the way it's staring at me on the
Frickin-
minimap.
Yeah. It looks like my cousin, who's like seen it all.
It looks like it's staring more into my soul than Shy Guy is. Oh god.
Go for it. Worth a shot.
Make that distance.
Ah. The bomb technically did land, but at that point, once you cross the finish line, you're not in control. After you cross that finish line and finish, that ain't you anymore.
You're no longer you when you're hungry.
Soul reaped from your character. Second place is good.
Congratulations.
I unfortunately got fourth, and that makes me lesser. And with the where
You suck. It just passed away on the spot.
my bomb PTSD acting up, I feel that. It reminds me of going into oncoming traffic. How am I getting second place? I literally just woke up. You know what? I respect that.
Because sometimes, you know, you wake up and you hit it.
It's kind of like the drunken master. It's the sleepy master. I've had those before, where you wake up and you kind of just throw yourself into a thing and you do it.
You wake up, you just take the controller, you fully like do the thing, you kick ass, and then you just wake up. Like,
The Elstridging thing starts playing. Dun 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 dun.
And then you finally wake up and you're like, what happened?
Yeah. Close his eyes. I think if I do this, I'll be even better. 12. I should have turned on smart steering.
This ain't no 200cc, boy. You keep that shit off.
Oh! That bomb bounced back, didn't it?
They throw it back.
It's my training arc. If I frick myself over a bunch, people who frick me over won't feel like anything.
I cannot believe the bomb bounced like that.
I was thinking if I put my Charmander in the rain, it'll grow stronger.
Why would you think that?
Because I'm stupid. Oh, well, you know what?
If Pokemon ever become real, make it be known that this is the first man that should not have one.
I'm just referencing a thing.
I know you are.
If I had a Charmander
Good for you.
IRL, I'd probably be afraid.
But yeah, just burning everything down.
Yeah, you could literally be asleep. They just go, Char, and your house just gone. Ow! Stepped on my croissant.
I'm stepping on them J's.
Crease my Timbs. Deserved, but still. I see the Aurora Borealis and the moon. What a beautiful night. Frick. Alright, there's still a chance to catch up. Just gotta figure out what to do here. Could really use a butt ton of red shells.
Just a
Your...
machine gun clip of them.
I got 4, but then somebody stole one immediately. Better not be the person behind me. Images in the rearview mirror are closer than they appear. Hoping here, hoping here, hoping here, hoping here. That's a... Well, that's understandable. That's not going to be enough to stop them, but it did slow them down. Whatever you do not let up off that pedal. I'm taking a second. Don't even turn. No more turning. And no, Pelodius. No. That was too close. This is where you get a Digimon, you can say, don't burn down the house, and they say, okay, and then that's the end. That ends that. That's fair. Time to get a, what's it called? I can't think of the name. Tamagotchi. I'm going for 170 plus. I'm going for a slice. Let me get a good slice of that pizza. Whoa! Didn't mean to drop my chocolate. Another massacre. It was pretty fun. Moo Moo Meadows it is.
Oh god, we're back.
Dry hip in the rich 1%.
All these points.
Got a whole bucket full. What am I gonna do with all these?
Suspiciously like stomach shaped, like point shaped stomach.
Yeah? Wait, where was this?
No, like it's the bit. It's like, oh, you know, you're eating all these points. You know, suspiciously point shaped
Oh,
stomach.
yeah.
It's I don't know.
You got like a trophy for a throat. We all out of W's.
Yeah.
Your throat suspiciously looks like a trophy. The golden one. We can't see it, but I'm pretty sure.
You open your mouth and it's just like a light, like a golden light coming out of your mouth. You just got like gold coming out of like every hole in your body, like your nose, your ears.
Yeah. Somebody opens their mouth, you see silver. Proud of you. Everybody got fricked that day. Specifically frick you, Bowser. Last race is literally the main course of this game.
Again, you like could have picked any course that you possibly could have wanted from nearly any Mario Kart.
You could have picked any course and we went with Toad Circuit. I'm just kidding. Oh, you know what? I don't even see. I don't. You know. Oh, now you fricked. What if I did this?
But, but the sweep.
Woo! Woohoo! Go for it.
The shot of the century.
I give it up now. Go for it.
I think the red shells hit each other.
Yeah, the red shells unfortunately hit each other.
Paying.
They were too close to each other. Magnetize me, Captain. Yo, Stuart, welcome on in, dude. Thinks of a 4-letter word. That could be anything when you think about it.
Hang on a minute.
Heck yeah, that was fun. That was a good time.
Agreed. We had a fantastic time with that.
I was down in stream avatars. I see Candy Kong. What is she doing here?
Which one of you?
Which one of y'all are Candy Kong? Actually, if I go into my throwing program,
Why is the K rule's name just like 3 ellipses?
oh, Geronimo Kiddo is Candy Kong. That's fun.
Oh, okay.
That's fun.
I know what you are.
Let's see. I think, I mean, for me personally, I'm kind of done, but I don't know. Ending off here at midnight's pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say so as well.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Yeah, thank you all very much for playing with me tonight. This was a lot of fun. For anybody who's not in the lingo, like if you're new or anything like that, we do Mario Kart 8 Deluxe sessions every now and then. I usually host them every 2 to 3 weeks. I've been in a good loop of doing them every 2. It just depends. But we will not be doing any until November. November, I plan on hosting some special occasions for Mario Kart. So, if you're wondering, I've spent 1,000 hours on this game. No, that's fair. I wish I could have combined my Wii U time with the Switch time to see how much I've put into this game, but
yeah,
it's a fun time nonetheless.
Yeah,
it's a fun time. But yeah, let's go ahead and we're gonna go through some thank yous, and then we'll send you guys on over to somebody tonight. I will not be back tomorrow for a stream. I'm doing a movie night in the Discord server, but I will be back Saturday night for Sonic Robo Blast 2 Kart, so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
But otherwise, let's go ahead and go through some thank yous. So, unfortunately, they're showing up as extension for some reason right now, but thank you everybody who used Tingia with bits. We've got, in terms of subs, Bird Girl, the Sonic Fan 27, thank you so much for the subscription. In terms of raids, Light Melody, VA, Aurora Deity, and Retro Gamer Kevin, thank you guys so much for the raids tonight. And in terms of followers, Lullabit, Dry Amp, and C Programmer CPU. Oh, thank you guys so much for the follow today. And Little Pigby, thank you for the follow off stream. And where am I looking here? I think that's everything. So let's go ahead and check who we can raid. Ironically, I see Callie Mackin's actually playing Sonic Lost World, which is pretty funny.
She is. We got Deku doing Resident Evil 4 and Matthew's doing Until Dawn.
Yeah.
Got NTO's just chatting. Witherman's doing Sparking Zero.
That's a good one too.
Harp is doing Mega Man X8, and I've also got Grumpus doing Silent Hill 2.
Heck yeah. Jesus, a lot of people streaming tonight. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Not a bad thing, though. Not a bad thing. Let's see. What game would I be looking to do a raid on? Booth Rat playing Crow Country. That's a good one. Decisions. Let's see here. Let's do. Let me find a thing real quick. Hey, it's a me. Going through. Okay. Let's try this out. Not quite. Try this one. I'm like terrible at deciding tonight.
You're good. To be
You
fair,
know
I
what?
haven't said hi to. Oh,
Oh, sorry. What were you
you
saying?
good? I was just gonna say, to be fair, we haven't said hi to Matthew in a bit.
I was actually thinking of rating Deku.
Yeah, I haven't said hi to her either in a bit.
They're playing Resident Evil 4 remake right now. So if anybody's not subscribed to, or not subscribed, but following Deku, they're a good friend of mine. They're currently playing some Resident Evil 4 remake right now, so that's a very good choice. We'll see how they're doing. But otherwise, yeah, I'll be back Saturday with some SRB2 carts. So other than that, thank you all very much for watching. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah,
And
see you then,
for being
everyone.
here. Hey, have a good night,
course.
everyone.